Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello everyone and welcome to This is Football. Welcome to another call-in show stream. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here for yet another call-in show. You guys have asked for a call-in show and you shall receive. We are a channel for the people, my people right here in the chat. Big up to you guys. Big up to all of you guys. It's a call-in show before the Premier League restarts. We've got a lot going on, a lot to talk about, whatever you want to talk about today. You are the hero. You can make whatever topic you want, whatever discussion you want, whatever you want to do, you can talk about it, Habibis. Make sure you guys are listening to Just Tabang. Make sure you guys are liking. Make sure you guys are subscribing. Anyone wants to call in, the rules are very simple. You have to at least show me your face, and then you can go off camera after that. Just show me your face at least. Albert has been sacked from his co-host duties because Albert will always say shit that gets me cancelled. So today, my co-host for the call-in show is someone that needs to answer for his crimes because Lauren has asked the question, why was he not on the Hamza court date? Because Court TV was by far one of our best ever videos and he wasn't in the chat. So he needs to answer for his crimes. So joining us on the channel with the only guy that has ever joined This is Football that has a better mustache than me. Man, like Mike Das is in the building. How you doing, Mike Das, man?
I'm good. Listen, I was there for like I was in and out. All right. I was watching it. I wasn't engaged in the chat. I was doing things, but I watched it. Okay. I was there. I wasn't in the chat. So I just want to put that out there, but I'm good. And I'm ready to hear what other people have to say about the club.
And you guys, any topic you want, feel free to discuss it. It's not just Liverpool Football Club. We're not going to be biased today. Whatever you want to talk about, feel free. Today, Mike is co-hosting this. Let's party. And now we have posted the StreamYard link and we have pinned it as well to the channel. So we can pin it right now. So, first guy here is actually the guy that Mike Das wanted to challenge earlier on. So I've been waiting for this low-key slyly a little bit. Joining us on the channel, ladies and gentlemen, it's his birthday today. Happy birthday, Tom Little. He turns 17. Man, like Tom Little is in the building. How are you doing, Tom, man? See, you're on mute already. You've already bottled it. Mike Swan. Mike Swan already.
Look at this. I'm good, mate. I'm good. I've been summoned, so I'm here.
Big up, Mike. Big up, Tom. Sorry. So, Mike, what is it exactly that you wanted to argue with here with Tom Little? Let's get the first argument going.
I mean, listen, I respect Tom's takes. One of them that I don't respect is this idea of Nunez not starting, but there's many other takes of his that I co-align with. But this one, I can't have it. And there's a few reasons. First and foremost, I'm not super keen on stats. You know what I mean? They're not everything, but in this case, they are something, right? So Nunez has 11 appearances in the Premier League. He's got 8 GA, 4 goals, 4 assists. But he has only 4 games out of 11 where he doesn't have either. And 3 of those 4 games, he didn't even start. Okay. And of those 3 those 3 games that he came on, it only equals around 60 minutes of football. And then he obviously started against Luton. And we can talk about the tap in, criticize him all you want. He should have scored. Either way, that's only 4 games out of 11 where he doesn't have a goal or an assist, and only one of those where he was actually the starter playing the full game. Let's take a look at Gakpo, who you want to play, right? Gakpo's got 461 minutes in the Premier League. He's got 10 appearances and 2 goals. Let's look at Luis Diaz. Oh, Luis Diaz isn't super fair because he's been hurt. He's been in and out. But he has got 644 minutes and only 3 goals. So he's played more than Darwin, and he's produced less. Obviously, he's on the wing, though, so not a direct correlation. But I'm just kind of using this for perspective. And then Jota actually has only about 15 minutes less on the field in the Premier League, and he's only got 4 goals. So he doesn't have any assists. So already Darwin has double the output of Jota. But the main reason why I disagree with you is tactically, because I don't think that the move this weekend is to go in there and play like we did a year ago at Anfield. Sit back, defend, stick Salah at the byline, play that kind of game. Because what Chelsea proved is that, well, honestly, before Chelsea even played City, I don't know if you watched the full Young Boys game, the full at the Etihad, but Young boys had time after time in that game. They had midfield break after midfield break after midfield break after midfield break, but they had no ability to connect the passes. But the space was there, right? They just didn't have that clinical edge. You put Liverpool in that game on that day. We are up 4-0 in the first half before Foden starts the scoring. It's not even a question. And I think that Chelsea also proved that as well, because if Chelsea were more clinical in that first half, they should have been up 4 or 5-0. And I think what's kind of been shown this season is that City are vulnerable on the counter. City do not have that brick in the middle like they used to. And I think that if you go at City, you allow yourself the opportunity to have that. Because if we just sit back, like I know what our team is in possession, and I know what our team is in this deep lying block. I don't trust us. Like, I'm just going to be honest with you. I don't trust us to be able to withstand City over and over. I would rather go toe-to-toe and take the opportunity. Well, toe-to-toe is a little bit of an exaggeration. I'd rather take the opportunities on the attack and get on the front foot, which I don't think City would be expecting. But like, listen, if you like, even against Brighton or against Newcastle, like so many teams this season have done the same thing. None of them are clinical enough. Okay. But you know, Chelsea on that day, they were clinical enough to get 4 goals. And I think that we are. I mean, Darwin, 5, 6 appearances, World Cup qualifiers, 5 goals, 2 assists. Like, it's clearly not an ability thing. The guy can score goals. So yeah, that's just I differ for how I would approach it tactically.
I think the reason we differ is because I'm giving City a lot more respect, in the sense that I think that they will realise that we are not Chelsea, we're not young boys. They're going to turn up and put in their best performance, like how we did at games last season where we'd play at Wolves and we were awful. The players didn't look bothered, and then they'd rock up. United would rock up and they'd be switched on top of the game. Arsenal would rock up to be switched on top of the game. And maybe I'm giving City a little bit too much respect in that sense, but I look at, if you want to go at City, and I said it at the end of the stream, if you want to go at City, which is a perfectly fine game plan, but if you want to go at them, Nunez has to start, because you don't have another attacker who's got that threat. But for me, I'm setting up to limit them and still carry the counter-attacking threat. A little bit minimised, but I'm minimising, not minimising it completely, but taking away from counter-attacking threat to ensure that we have a rock-solid defence. Because the one thing that I think City could run into is, if I'm able to stop the ball getting into Rodri, I'm putting an awful lot of pressure on Gvardiol and on Kyle Walker to do a lot of their build-up from deep. They're okay at it, but they're not the best at it. So that will end up spreading them wider. And then you'll be asking whoever's in midfield, which if it's Alvarez, it's even better for us. You're asking players in midfield to then be dragged in and around. You're breaking up their shape because they have to try and find space. We can set up in a very good mid-block. The reason why I start Gakpo is I hear everything you're saying about Nunez. But if I was to play Nunez, then I feel that I'm forcing Salah away from goal. And there's only one player I want in front of goal in big games, and it's Mo Salah. So I look at it in the sense that if I play Gakpo and I'm in my 4-4-2, Salah is tasked with the job of sitting on the last shoulder, looking for the space, getting behind, and I back Gakpo to create for him.
Do you trust? Okay, but here's going to be my counter. Do you trust Salah's pace right now against Kyle Walker? Do you trust his pace against Gvardiol? We do not have a single player who can outrun every person on City's team whose name isn't Darwin. Okay.
I trust his pace. I don't think he'd ever match up with Kyle Walker, because that would be going on the other side. I think it'd be, imagine a 4-4-2. Gakpo would be on the left side and Salah would be on the right side, so he'd be offering the support to Elliott if it ever came to it. Salah would be matched up against Gvardiol and Ruben Diaz in the middle. But even last year, I've watched them outpace Ake, who I think is quite quick. I've watched them outpace Akanji last year, who is also quite quick. They're not as quick as Kyle Walker, but they're about as quick as Gvardiol, in my opinion. Okay. He's outpaced them. He's outstrengthened them as well. It's all well and good outpacing someone, but if he bodies Gvardiol, that's as good as getting 3 yards worth of pace on him. So I understand what Nunez gives. And if Nunez starts, I'm not against it. But I just wonder, how are you going to stop the ball getting into Rodri? Because that is where the game will be won and lost. If Rodri is able to get on that ball and dictate, we will be killed in the midfield. Because as much as I like Szoboszlai, as much as I like Jones, as much as I like Gravenberch, as much as I like McAllister, they aren't Rodri. Rodri's able to get levels out of Bernardo, out of Alvarez, out of Foden, out of Doku. He will push them all up a level. The plan should just be, for me on the defensive end, how do you stop Rodri? And I think, I said it in the stream again, Firmino's performance against City at Anfield last year goes criminally under the radar for how good it was. That man did not let Rodri have a sniff. That was one of the few games last year where Rodri just, you would have thought he didn't play. You would have thought it was Calvin Phillips. That was how good Bobby was on him. And it forced Cancelo and Foden to have to alternate their positions, push higher and wider, creating unnatural positions, spread the defence, and we just kept attacking the space that they left. Jota had a blinder of a game. Salah, blinder of a game. Elliott had a really good game in that wide space. It's all about unsettling their build-up because they are a methodical team. They are a dun.
Yep.
If I can unsettle that by pulling out the main cog and it's dun, then that will cause spaces and we can attack there. If anything, if you were to play Nunez would be better if they were building up through Ruben Diaz. In an ideal world, you would probably play Darwin, Gakpo, and Salah in a way that could fit them all in. So you'd have Salah doing what he does, Gakpo blocking off Rodri, which in turn means the defenders have to build up from the back, and then you'd have Nunez just sprinting at the defenders, putting them under pressure. But then I want Jota a bit more for that because should they bypass the first line, Jota's a better defender. I know Jota can do it, and I know Jota's done it in big games. So it's not a knock on Nunez. This isn't me trying to affect his confidence. This isn't me trying to, say all this. I just look at it and go, I need, for me to beat City, a solid defensive setup. I know we could beat them going toe-to-toe. I know we could. But you also run the risk of, if this is the game where City just went, fuck it, we're back now, you could also get killed on it.
Yes.
I don't really want to risk that. I would be happy at this point in the season because I'm shocked at where we are and I'm shocked at what we could do if we leave the Etihad with a draw. And for me, while my system might limit the chances to win, it limits the chances of losing as well.
My problem with you, Tom, is I think you're giving City too much respect. I don't think Mike is giving City no respect. He is giving them respect. But at the same time, since when has it worked to sit back and let City attack you? This would have worked if they had KDB up front or Jesus up front. Not if they have inform Haaland up front. Not if they have all the shit they have going on. Because Doku is a solution. Haaland is a solution. All their midfield is a solution at the moment in time. Even Rodri could be a solution for them offensively. So instead of me always worrying about what they can do, how about I hurt them with what I can do? I'm going to punch first. That's my thought process.
But I would say that City actually do struggle when a team that sits back and is able to hit on direct counters is City's weakness.
Name one this season. Name Wolves. One game they struggled.
Wolves.
Oh, look at you.
Well,
if you're gonna say Wolves park the bus, Wolves didn't park the bus that game, by the way.
I'm not saying we should park the bus. I'm just saying we should be a bit more pessimistic.
Yeah, but that's Wolverhampton Wanderers, and they have Huang and Cunha, and we're saying in a scenario with Mo Salah and Cunha.
So we would be doing theirs. So we would be doing their style of football at a higher level. But in the same way,
I want to punch City first, and if I keep worrying about me stopping them, then I will never enforce my will on the game.
That's fine. It's how we look at the game different, isn't it? I've always been someone who prefers the more pessimistic style. If I can go there and stop them scoring, that's the priority for me. You want to score first. I want to just not concede.
Well, here's where I'm gonna disagree with you. If you were to really take a bird's eye view on this season and you really looked at it objectively, there is a strong argument that we should really be at 31 points, and that's because of Pascal Gross not being sent off, and that's because of the Spurs game. Spurs game, let's just call it 1. Pascal Gross, let's call it 2. So we would be at 30 points. Given the fact that it's like an argument can be made that we've been shafted out of 3 points, which would be 30 out of 36. And if we were in that situation, if we were sitting 30 out of 36, I think all of us would have a completely different perspective on what this team is capable of. And I think that the problem is going to be if we go there and we try to play City's ball and we do this stupid possession game that we did against Toulouse and Luton, where we're just dinking it around, it won't work. But I don't think we're going to do that because we don't do that against good teams. I think that the best happy medium is a combination of your pragmatic approach to the game, but at the same time, you need the pace and power of Nunez up there, Nunez, Diaz, and Salah. You need that pace at the top. Like I don't think that there's like I don't care about Gakpo's defensive abilities because I don't see us playing in a way where a false nine is gonna is going to help us that way. I would rather just play on the break. If you don't want to go possession to possession with City, I get it. Fine. Concede a little bit. But like long ball, break, transition. Where does Darwin shine? In transition. That's where he does the best. Okay. And if you really needed to go 4-4-2 and just go Salah and Nunez at the halfway line and just dink it. Like, I don't care. Hoofball. Tell the 8 guys to sit back and just throw Hail Marys all day long. I think that it needs to be a medium. I don't think we can go fully pragmatic. I also don't think that we can go fully aggressive, but I think that what we do need is pace. And our 3 fastest players are Diaz, Salah, and Nunez. And for that reason, I think that has to be the front 3.
I think, though, the only thing I would say to that is, whilst that front 3 has pace, that also is a little bit of a detriment to that front 3. But I'm not going to include Salah because he's an exception. Diaz and Nunez at points are almost too quick for their own good. So they are so quick, they panic about the decisions, they rush the decisions. I look at the front. If you want to start Nunez, you can start Nunez. That's fine. But for me, 2 players have to be 100% set in stone. That's Salah and Jota. I cannot think of a world that I don't start. Okay. Jota has to start for me.
I'm fine with that. Yeah.
In these big games, in these big moments, there's no way. Bar Salah. But even then, I'm so new.
If Diaz doesn't roast Walker, I'm slapping the fuck out of him.
Well, I'm totally fine with Diaz not
because
starting.
Diaz always goes into his shell sometimes in these big games. He's got to perform also because Kyle Walker been roasted by Sterling, respectfully. Exactly. So you have to do your job because we also like everyone here knows. Big up to Alexis in the chat. I don't know if that's the real Alexis. Make sure you guys are subscribing to Kavkas View. Big up to you, Alexis. Here's the thing. I'll send you the link in a bit because it's kind of full right now. Or actually the link is pinned. Thing is, Tom, I just feel like we need to punch them first. And I feel like Nunez is currently in form. And the last thing I want is for us to drop his confidence down and send him on the bench. Even that Spurs game, even with 10 men, had we had him up top just running in behind, it would have been better for me. But anyway, look, this has been a great discussion. I know Tom's got to go as well. And, we have about 15 people waiting in the background. Hussam X Tom Little was on earlier on today. If you guys didn't catch it, make sure to go check it out.
You get
and because of the amount
as well. You get those tomorrow as well.
Sub to him too.
Yes, sub to Tom Little, even though he uploads once every 2 weeks.
Exactly.
Tom Little with 1 on YouTube, Insta, Twitter, the X. So make sure to go follow him. Big up to you, Tom Little.
There's another hit of me and Hassan tomorrow as well at 2:15 on this channel. So
2:15 it's going to be.
If you haven't had enough of me and him, you've got more tomorrow. What more?
We're actually going to team up tomorrow. We're going to team up.
Well,
you cannot come in there with the bitch attitude and then it's 1v3. You cannot do that. You have to back the Reds. Even me
and you are like one of them dodgy WWE tag teams. We're either really good or we start fighting each other and then let the other team fucking get us.
No, we're not going to fight each other. We have to get it together tomorrow. Big up to you, Tom. Thank you so much for joining.
In a bit, everyone.
Big up, Tom.
In a bit, lad. Joining us next on the channel is man like Uncle Arbeth, Unks, Kavkas. There's space right now, and Yuvraj as well is on the list. So we're gonna add them two at a time. Each one of them gets 5 minutes. This fucking mouse, I'm about to break it live on YouTube. It keeps fucking around with me. Anyway, okay, Mike, you're not the host. Easy there, Tiger. Anyway, we go to Yuvraj because he was here first. Go on, Yuvraj.
Big up the panel. Look, this game, I'm actually excited for. It's more because, like this season, before the season started, if you told me Man City away, I would have been very stressful about the game. But I think this team has the capabilities of beating Man City away. I just think the team has to be spot on, and our players need to turn up. Especially Darwin, because I would start Darwin for this game because we're gonna need. The thing with Gakpo, right? I think even though people say a super sub, right? Even Gakpo and Jota can come super subs. I would start Jota actually. My team will be obviously my front three will be Jota, Darwin, and Salah because Jota, right? He can be poor all game, but he can just score that one goal just get the win or get that goal to bring us back in the game. And I would prefer that than Diaz. My issue with Diaz is like Sam says, he just dribbles and just doesn't make the right decision. I still think Diaz he still needs to prove himself. So I would personally don't start Diaz. Start Jota down the left because his finishing is mad. I think he's the best finisher at the club, and I think maybe Salah's the case, but I think Jota's personally the best finisher at the club. But the midfield is where it gets tasty. I would personally start. I mean, it's tough because it was awful we didn't sign a DM this summer, but I would start McAllister in the 6 just because this is our fault, bro, because we just messed up this summer badly. So I'll start McAllister in the DM. I'll start Szoboszlai. That's his Szoboszlai's 100%. That left one's debate because Gravenberch. Do you start Gravenberch or Curtis Jones? Obviously, I would actually personally start Jones just because if you actually seen recently with Jones, we actually are more capable. We are more protected in that midfield. And there's no diss to Gravenberch. I rate Gravenberch highly. This season's been wonderful, but we need to be on it in that midfield. And I don't think we're gonna win the midfield battle personally, but I would start Jones just for the cover. And the defense, obviously, look, I don't know about Konate. I would start Konate, but I don't know if he's gonna be back because 2 weeks apparently he's out for before. If there's a game I'd risk him in, it would be this one because I rate Matchup this year. I think Matchup's had a good season so far. But if we're gonna have to risk Konate in one game, I would still start Konate in this game because for me, Haaland versus Matip, I don't want that. I want Konate versus Haaland. I think Konate and Van Dijk can pocket both Haaland. We've seen it already. So, I mean, and I won't start Tsimikas, by the way. I don't want Tsimikas starting versus Doku.
Gomez instead?
Yes, I'll do it through it. Basically, through it. We're basically playing through it at the back. If you want to just go, I'll start Gomez at left back, Sash left center back, and then right back obviously Trent. Because I wouldn't start. I do not trust Tsimikas. The Tsimikas guy sometimes is a bit shaky. I do not trust him at all. So I wouldn't start Tsimikas. But yeah, that's basically my team. The prediction wise, I don't know what it is, man. It's going to be difficult, this game, obviously, Etihad away. I think a 2-2 draw. I think it'll be a 2-2. I don't think we're going to win, but I think it's going to be one of those, like, end-to-end games. It'll be a tough game. I think City will score first because I just think we're going to start the game badly. We usually start half-12 games badly. I don't know what it is. I think City score first, then we're going to score. I think we Jota because this guy loves to score out of nowhere. I think Jota will score out of nowhere. I think City take the lead, maybe around, like, 60th minute. And I think we get a late equalizer by probably Darwin, I think, or maybe someone off the bench, maybe even Gap or even Diaz. So personally, I think it's going to be, I'll take a draw at Etihad personally, just because a draw at Etihad is a very good result for us. I think for City it's a bad result, but for us it's actually a wonderful result because we never, I mean, I think we can do City, but I think it's going to be pretty hard winning. It's going to be very hard because City's midfield is just, I think it's either going to be a 3-2 Liverpool win, or it's just going to be some draw. I don't know, man. But this game's going to be stressful. We're going to have to somehow. Our midfielders. I'm still worried about the midfield battle, but look, I think we just have to somehow stay in the game, try and score early because I would score early. Try and park the bus, if you want to try and counter-attack. Score the first goal, try and do the counter-attack after that. Because that's probably the tactics I would... If we score early, though, that's the big if. I don't think we're going to score early, but if we score early, I think I'll just, after that, just go counter-attack football because we're going to need to... We need to just stay in the game. Try and be winning. Just don't... Obviously, we're going to concede. I think City will probably score in this game, but... Look, overall, I'm excited for this game, but at the same time, it's a nervous game. So, yeah, personally, my prediction is 2-2 draw, and my front three will be Jota, Nunez, and Salah for the game. So,
Thanks. What are you telling me?
Well, first of all, let me address my alleged sacking. Mike, I think Mike is as good a co-host as I will
Mike
be.
is Ghanaian.
And besides, yeah, I'm sure we'll give him a passport and we'll call him Kwame, and you'll be okay. Kwame Mike.
Kwame Mike.
I think that I don't say crazy shit. I just say shit as it is. A lot of people don't like the truth, and so If you notice, some people don't come on your show anymore because you don't club worship. You call it as it is. I call it as it is, and I'll call it as it is always. I was born in dictatorship. Dictatorship is not something I'm going to do, especially for football. But let me go on to the match. We can win that match. It's going to be hard, but we can win. I don't know why Tom is saying you shouldn't play Nunez. I don't fucking get it. How can
Even
you
I
not
didn't
play
say that.
Nunez?
He's being very, very, very pragmatic, which I understand.
If you,
I understand.
if you go
He
and
basically
play,
wants to park
if
Gakpo
you
on
go
Rodri.
and play Man City scared, you will lose.
Agreed.
The three
Sorry,
matches
Albert,
that
just before you carry on, by the way,
Yeah.
the best guy to tell us about playing City with a bit of balls, Celebrity Tax. So we're going to add him first, Chelsea fan. Man, like Kavkas is in the building. By the way, Alexis, for all the guys, the OGs, he used to come on the Chelsea show quite a lot, and he's here now. He's here. Back on This Is Football. I'm going to try get him back as well on the channel, inshallah, regular when we talk
So-
Chelsea. I'm sure during the transfer window. So, man like Kavkas is in the building. Big up, Alexis. How are you doing?
Yes,
brother?
yes, guys.
So-
Thank you for having me on.
as
You're
I
welcome,
was
yeah.
saying,
Yeah,
if you
go on,
go
Albert.
and play them scared, you will lose.
Yes.
The 3 matches they have lost this season, they stood toe to toe with them. You will lose.
Yes.
I want us to go out there, not play scared, play our game, but play cleverly.
Yeah.
And so
Mhm.
I want us to go and more or less replicate what we did to beat them at Anfield last season. So I will go and play with 4 in the midfield. I'll play with the 4 at the back and give Nunez and Salah the front 2 to run at them, and they will find a way. Let's not belabor the score at Anfield. Let's remember what actually happened. Nunez missed 2 freaking sitters. That match should have ended 3-0. Okay, we all remember that. So I am going to go with 4 in the middle. I'll play Jones if he's fit. I'll play, of course, we need to play Alexis. We need to play Zoboslai. And I'll add a 4th person, and I'll play Gomez at the left side of defense because I don't want to see I don't want to see Costas in that match. I don't even want to see him on the fucking bench. We need to play Virgil, of course. We'll play Alex, Trent, and then we'll play Konate.
Who's the 4th
Somebody
midfielder?
should tell Trent to cut down on the inverting because we don't want Doku having an open run into our penalty box. Sometimes when you talk about how come a team like Liverpool goes into a season and we don't have a DM after we've sold our DM, people say, oh, somehow or the other, there's this Aesop's fable about Klopp's lopsy ideas. He and Pep have this idea. They don't want to play with the DM no more. They don't. So make sense why Liverpool tried to spend the world record buying Caicedo if they don't want a DM. Let me know why they would try
for
to
DM though.
let me know why they wanted to buy
You would have
Lavia.
played DM for us, I think.
Let me know why they
Yeah,
wanted to buy Lavia.
But he's not traditional, right? He's not really going to do the whole role where
you
he
see,
sits.
Mike, he is a halfback. He can play in front of the back 4. He can play 2 in the midfield. It's just like this Andre nonsense. Yesterday, anybody who watched Brazil shouldn't come and tell me Andre is not a DM. What is he? A guy who plays in front of the back 4, gets the ball, is good on the half turn, is almost completely press resistant. What is he? But we need to get out there and we need to match them with our strength. So I would even add Gakpo in that match because you need scoring threats. If you sit there and you're going to play scared and you're going to play and think you're going to play possum, they will annihilate you. We need to get out there and we have to push. Look, one of the reasons why Man City are supposedly invincible at the Etihad is that the Etihad pitch is big. right? It's
Yeah.
massive. So it's not really rocket science. They stretch the pitch. They use the width. So we need to stay compact. We need to make sure that we are not allowing them to play their game. That's how they lost the 3 matches that they've lost. That's how Chelsea played them. You need to do that. If you go and sit down and say you're scared, oh, scaredy, let's hope and whistle in the wind, wave our finger in the air and hope that something happens, something will happen and they will score. And when they score, what
And
do
that
you do?
plan, by the way, goes to the shits if Haaland scores. Like 2 minutes in Haaland scores, that plan is down the drain.
Yeah,
But the
exactly.
offensive plan won't be down the drain. That's the thing.
But guess what? Liverpool is one of the 3 clubs Haaland has not scored against. Why? Because
here we go.
he's not allowed to do what he
He's
does.
gonna throw it up in the air, and then it's gonna be his
if he scores against us, it won't be news. It's like when a dog bites a man, is no news. It's when a man bites a dog that is news. If Haaland scores, no fucking big news. But I think Van Dijk plays well against him. You know, the person that we really need to be worried about is Julian Alvarez.
Yeah.
That guy is one of the best pressers of the football in the Premier League. If you take him and you take Gabriel Jesus, he is the one we need to be scared of if we are going to be scared of anybody. Last season, remember Haaland didn't play? And when we found out he was injured, many of us, including me, were saying, no, Haaland is not going. Who hurt us? It was Julian Alvarez. He is the one we need to be worried about. And of course, Bernardo Silva. So they have weapons. We need to respect them. Respecting your opponent doesn't mean going there scared. If I want to use a boxing analogy, when you get in the ring with Mike Tyson, you have to bully him too. He attempts to bite your ear, bite his ear too.
Mhm.
If he attempts to break your arm, break his arm too. Go and watch how Holyfield fought him. Watch how Buster Douglas fought him. You need to do him what he does. If we are not going to go and play Man City the way they play and stifle their game and impose ourselves on them, because thankfully we are not playing with Jordan Henderson, then we might as well not bother. I still maintain today that we are title challengers. I will make that decision after the game tomorrow. I'll take a draw, even though I think we can do better than a draw. I'll take a draw.
After which game
and go
tomorrow?
home.
There's no game tomorrow.
Oh, sorry, man. This is what do you call it? What do you call it? I've forgotten the name, but yeah, withdrawal symptoms, man.
The man biting the dog.
Yes, I need us to go in there fully confident on Saturday. It will be morning for me, and we'll do it. Somehow or the other, many of you even scared me from going to watch that match, because I really wanted to go watch the match. Because I tell you guys a little secret: getting tickets for the Etihad is the easiest thing to do in the Premier League, because they don't fucking have any supporters. Right? You will see that there will be empty spaces in the stadium on Saturday, even when Liverpool have come to town, because they can't fill their stadium. So it's very easy to go in there, get a £40 home ticket. Just make sure you're not wearing anything red and you're in. I wanted to go, but I'm scared. So I'll probably go. After next week. But hey, we can win. Thanks for the call. And Mike, you do your thing. I'm watching you, and fuck that boogie host, man.
listen.
You're the only one. You're the only one who's not coming. Who's not from Ghana. I won't give you a Ghana passport.
Listen, but just before you go, the only thing that I would push back on is, I think that our biggest strength is our transition play. I don't think that we can go toe to toe in possession with this team. So that's why I don't think that playing 4. I wouldn't play 4 in midfield, because I want the 4-3-3. I would try to go more to the dynamic 18-19, 19-20 Liverpool, where we're hitting you on the counter. Yes, we can control possession if we need to, but I'm not going to go into the Etihad and play loop-de-loop with Kostas and Trent and just draw a big U the whole time, because then they're just Julian Alvarez is going to pick us apart. So I think that our biggest strength is the 4-3-3, is the counter in this specific game. But listen, I can't lie. Like Curtis Jones and McAllister in a double pivot with Szoboszlai and Gravenberch on each side, all of a sudden then it could turn into like a 4-2-4, and now it's this like dynamic hybrid. You know what I mean? So
we have some weapons too that they need to be worried about.
100%.
We have some weapons that they need to. It's not going to be a one-way road. like I said, we have reformed our midfield.
We lost him. Oh.
You got a phone call.
Uh,
It's his wife calling. Albert, we can't hear
uh,
you.
but we
Can't hear you, Albert.
your microphone's not working.
No.
Why's your wife calling
Ah.
you midstream? That's mad. Tell her
Boys,
you're
you lot
busy.
should be a lot more excited for this game, man.
Oh, I
Trust me.
am.
Go on,
I am.
Alex.
I genuinely think, right? So for me, Liverpool, you're one DM away and potentially a centre back from being back to, for me, where you lot have been in the last 5 years, either direct competitors to City or potential favourites for this league. I think when we played Manchester City, we went toe to toe with them at times. They dominated possession, but we matched them in the midfield and somehow created chances. I think your attackers are better than us. I think it's not debatable. I think Salah's a lot more incisive than anyone we have. I think Nunez will cause a heck of a lot of problems.
Thank you.
You just need to hit them on the break. And I think Nunez gets a lot of stick, in my opinion. Like, if some of my fan base tries to tell me that Jackson's better than Nunez because look at the numbers, I've got eyes, okay? Nunez misses more chances, but Jackson misses those exact same chances as well. There is a top-class player in there, and I think with time, he will develop into a clinical striker. He has to play. For me, Diaz and Ake or Akanji, they're susceptible. Diaz is the best one out of the three, but the other two, they're not the fantastic players that everyone makes them out to be. The important thing is staying compact in the midfield. I think the three that you said, Mike, was spot on. Gravenberch has to play, Alexis has to play, and Szoboszlai. They need to be disciplined and pick and choose the right moments to go. I don't know if you guys have the Reece James at right back.
Trent has not been poor. Trent, we've only conceded 10, and there's only one goal, and that was Anthony Gordon that I can solely blame Trent for. That's it.
Mike, there were two more. Mike, there are two more.
But Trent, you know what it is with Trent, right? I think
Trent, by the way, this season has been very solid defensively. The one bad game for me was Luton Town. That was the best.
Brent, I think
we can't focus on what he can't do. You focus on what he can, right?
Yes. And Trent can play me a 35-yard diagonal in behind, in behind for Nunez.
Nunez is running through.
I don't buy the Trent can't defend excuse. Maybe it should be won't defend. When he went touch tight on Mitoma. Mitoma did fuck all the whole match until he left the game. He can't defend if we want him to defend. I just don't want him to invert in this match. He can invert any other time, not this match.
Yeah, but the thing is as well, I think it's important to give him support. So, for example, Reece didn't just one-on-one defend Doku. Palmer was running his socks off, getting back consistently to double up on him and making the space compact. For me, personally, I think Liverpool's attack's great. I don't rate Gakpo the way everyone else does. I personally think he's the worst attacker out of your five. I rate Jota more than him, and I think Diaz is the best, left winger you have. The directness is going to be important. You lot should be very excited. I think you keep it tight and you go at them. There is not I won't be shocked if you go to the Etihad and win. Put it this way: you're not Arsenal.
No, 100%. I could see us. I genuinely can see us winning 3-1. I'm not even being shameless.
You know, one of the reasons because we have Diaz and Gakpo to bring on if we need to. Right?
Would you not start Diaz?
We have
no.
I won't start him.
I would start Diaz. I won't start him. I'll
start Jota because
I'll go with you because Sterling destroyed.
I want somebody who is not going to mess up
and
early
Diaz can
chances.
destroy him as well.
Yeah,
I want somebody who will not mess up early chances. Jota, like Mike said, is the coldest finisher we have in our team. He doesn't mess up. He'll just put it in. If he gets tired, you can bring in Diaz to finish the job. You can bring in Gakpo to finish the job. We have and Elliot. Do you guys know that the stats, and I don't believe in the stats, even though I'm an engineer, I don't believe in the football stats. The stats say that Elliot is our most creative midfielder this season. That's what the stats say.
But I don't think this is the game for him.
He played in the Europa League and the Carabao Cup games.
Yeah,
Well, bringing Elliot on in the 60th minute to come and cause some more havoc, terrier around like a Yorkshire Terrier, it's not such a bad idea. He can actually force tired people to make mistakes. So
Maybe.
I see it. I see the win, people. I see it.
Man, you lot
Okay.
need to be like, honestly, as Liverpool fans, you lot should be so excited about this team. Like,
Yes.
maybe it's because my team's been so bad for so long, right? It's been 18 months of stress that from the outside looking in, and I'm like, I don't view you at the moment as rivals. So it's very easy to appreciate you from the outside looking in.
Your team will come good.
Exactly.
will come good.
You guys are literally you're
law
one
of-
striker away. One
The
striker away.
law of
That's literally it.
averages.
Are we just
states-
doing liver Chelsea right now on a stream?
the
Is that
law of
Liver
averages.
Chelsea?
The law of
Liver
averages
Chelsea,
states
that sounds
that if you have Enzo
I've never
Caicedo,
shadowed him.
if you have Enzo Caicedo, Cole Palmer, Reece James, and you have a good striker to come, not Miss Jackson, and you have Sterling. Sterling has picked up some amazing form.
Albert is Reece James
You guys are
Ghanaian?
gonna come. You guys are gonna come. I love Reece James.
We
I love
need
Reece
two
James.
players
You
for
know
me.
I love
We
him.
need
Ghanaian,
a
Albert.
goalkeeper.
Yeah,
We need
he's
a
Ghanaian,
goalkeeper,
he's
and
Ghanaian.
we need a striker.
He's Ghanaian. Guess
Pearce,
guess
okay,
guess guess who else I found out was Ghanaian?
Oh,
Mark Steen. Remember Mark Steen?
No,
The former
I don't
Chelsea
remember.
striker, Mark Steen.
He's Ghanaian?
Yeah, he's half Ghanaian. I found that out.
Oh, you just be making shit up. I
I'm
don't know when
telling
to
you.
believe.
I'm telling you, man.
You told
Remember
me
Mark Steen? Do
Gakpo
you
was
remember?
Ghanaian and then he went to Togo on his holiday.
Do you remember Mark?
Doesn't
Hey,
make sense.
Gakpo is half Ghanaian, my brother.
So why did he go to
colonial
Togo?
borders? The colonial borders were not determined by the tribes.
Albert?
Gakpo's father is Ghanaian.
Albert.
He comes from the
Albert,
eastern border.
I
of
believe
Ghana.
Listen, Albert, I lived in Malaysia for a year and a half. On my vacation, I didn't go to Syria. I came to Jordan. Okay?
Okay.
So Gakpo on his time off,
but
he
you were
went to
not born.
Togo 'cause
But
he's
you were not.
Togolese.
But you were not born in Malaysia.
Yeah, but he's Togolese.
Gakpo was born in Holland. He's a Dutch guy. His
He's
father.
half Dutch, half
Oh my
Togolese.
God.
I've told you, I even speak their native language. Gakpo's name, Gakpo, means metal. I speak their native language. I'm telling you that right now. Gakpo's name, the name Gakpo means metal in their language. The language is called Ewe. That's what it means. They share a border, right? And the people are the same people. They are the same tribesmen. So it doesn't mean that he can't go to Togo. It's the same area. Same thing.
Fairs. Anything else you guys want to add?
Nah, man, you know. By the way, your manager, right, Klopp.
Yes.
I actually think that I understand his complaints. This might be controversial, but I think all managers should stop complaining about these fixture pileups. If you want to complain to your bosses. Like, and I'm like, I get a lot of stick for this. I think these injuries that the players are suffering. People are saying they're playing too much football. Barcelona just set up another friendly the day after a La Liga game to have in America against Club Americas.
Money.
Like, yeah, it's money. Like, at the end of the day, the board members and the clubs are happy with it. So I don't know why the players are complaining to the TV deals when you've already taken the money and you've agreed to do the fixtures. I've got a solution, but no one likes it. And I'll leave it with you guys for this. Teams need to rotate. And they need to rotate heavy because it becomes like the NBA. If players start load managing, they'll find a way to make these games, either go down or they'll make them more competitive in a way to incite players to play. Because at the moment, we're just losing good players left, right, and center. I've seen people say put a cap on how many games players play. I don't know about that.
Well, the NBA is a little different though, because now teams are going to be getting penalized for like if you over rotate, you're going to get penalized. And they also added the whole in-season tournament. So if anything, they added. Oh wait, no, never mind. That's a lie.
No, they count as regular season games.
You're right. Sorry.
And the only people that get penalized in the NBA at the moment is the players if they rotate, because then they don't get the super contract. So I get that whole concept. But for me, it's like, people are complaining Gavi got injured, right? And it's a big deal. But for me, why was Gavi on that pitch? Spain are qualified. They've topped the group. Why on earth is he playing an extra game? Like, this is where the associations and the clubs need to sit down and be adults in the room, but they don't want to because they want the money.
Mhm.
So it's like, I just find it very
You know
rich
what?
when we complain about it.
I have a take on it. The science doesn't lie. 25 ACLs among the top 6 leagues in Europe in the first few weeks of the season, it doesn't lie. Okay, clearly they are playing too many games, and if you know load management on any part of the anatomy, if you are running too much and hopping about too much, that's when you are likely to get an ACL, an MCL, an LCL, or whatever CL you get. Now here's the problem: the people who manage the teams or the people who own the teams need money to pay the humongous salaries they pay. We have a system in which a 20-year-old is paid £400,000 a week to play football. We have a 23-year-old who's sitting there eating corn on the cob, not playing because his manager says he should apologize, and he's walking home every week with 350K. So if you are willing to pay those kinds of money and the players are willing to accept those kinds of money, and the parents and the players and now their parents and their agents, I mean, somebody who was supposed to come to Liverpool had a deal done and his dad asked for 20 million and the deal was off. If they're willing to accept those kinds of monies, then they need to play. And if you need to play and you need to play a lot of games because of the TV rights and the commercial rights, that's just what's going to happen. Something is going to give. So the solution to it is to allow the teams to get more players, right? So that they can,
But they
like
won't
you
play
said,
him.
Exactly.
But they won't play him. And they won't
I
play
was
him, so they
coming
already
there.
have 25.
I was coming there. But many of the players actually want to play every game. Why did Virgil van Dijk have to play yesterday against Gibraltar when he didn't need to start part? It's not as if he's a striker. He needed to score some cheap goals. He didn't need to start part. Why did he have to play? So if someone had kicked him and he had another ACL in that Gibraltar match, you got an ACL on a rock, right? Against a country that has 22 people. They have a few more people than Comoros, who beat Ghana yesterday, right? Comoros has 13 people. Gibraltar has 22 people. Thing is this.
They still
Somebody,
beat Ghana. That's crazy.
yes, I know. Somebody needs to be responsible. The irresponsibility at that level is too much. Koeman was asked, "Are you going to play? Are you going to play? What's his name? Virgil? Well, maybe. You should have said no. I won't play him. Right? I won't play him because for the sake of where he earns his money, you should not fucking play him against fucking Gibraltar. That's what it is.
And what do you learn about playing him against Gibraltar? Like, this is what I don't understand. Like, what do you gain from playing Virgil another cap?
If I lived in Gibraltar, I'll be their team captain. And I'm 54. For fuck's sake. Somebody has to start being responsible. There's too much irresponsibility going on in this game, and it's because
There
of
is
the
too
money.
much football. The reality is there's too much football. Klopp isn't moaning. Klopp isn't complaining. There's too much football. By the way, give you a prime example. This weekend, our game was supposed to be 5:30. The reason why it was moved to 12:30 is just TV scheduling. TNT wanted one game, BT wanted the other game, and they got the game that they wanted to be moved to the 12:30 slot. That's it.
But
So
I don't blame them for that, though, because they paid the money for that. Like, they want the
because they will
prime
sell
time game.
more advertisement at the time.
I
Yeah.
understand what you mean, but at the same time, then Klopp has the right to complain because he's essentially
But not he has to
game
complain. He
after
has to complain to his
Well,
bosses.
maybe when his contract renewal
I'm
comes
pretty
around,
sure
he
he's
should
done
ask for
so.
more money.
I'm pretty sure he's
Right?
done so. I'm pretty sure he's
Maybe when
complained
his
to his
contract
bosses.
renewal comes around, he shouldn't ask for more money.
And you know what?
Fair.
I actually think it comes down to the money, right? At the end of the day, like, and this will be my last point, and then I'll let the others come back on. But I think they need to agree, like, whether they want more money and less games, less money with less games, or they can continue getting paid, but the clubs need to just rotate. Like, for example, at Chelsea, we've got Ian Matson just sitting getting a salary. Why is he not getting minutes? And then we complain and we're having 14 injuries. Well, if you keep playing the same players over and over again, you're going to keep getting injuries because it's an accumulation, right? You break one, then the other one plays all those minutes, he breaks. So there needs to be a balance. And people tell me, oh, the level will drop, and people will, not if everyone just rotates. If everyone rotates and looks after their players, like that's just going to be part of the parcel.
Okay. Okay.
Hey,
fair enough.
Hussam, thank you
Thank you
very
very
much.
much, boys.
I've got to
No
run
worries,
to the
Alexis. Big up
shop,
for coming
and
on.
but
Guys, make sure you
I'll
guys
be
watch
watching.
Anytime,
to
bro.
Kavkas
I'll be
to you as
watching
well.
you. If you say something shitty about me, I'll come back. I'll be watching
Big
you.
up Albert.
No
Big up
problem.
Albert. Big
In a
up.
bit, boys.
Big up
No
Kevkas.
Listen,
problem.
I
Big up,
have
big
one
up.
more thing to tell you. Cole Palmer
Yes.
is Nigerian.
Okay.
Who?
Okay. Okay. Cole
His
Palmer.
grandfather is from Nigeria. Check it out.
Nah, I saw that. I saw that. Fair enough. Fair enough. I thought you were gonna say
Okay.
Ghanaian. Love,
At
love,
least he's
Albert.
not Ghanaian. At least he's
See
not
you.
Ghanaian. Take care.
Guys, Gakpo's Togolese. See you, Albert. See you.
Yeah, he's never gonna give it up. He's never
Never
gonna
gonna
give
give
it
it up. Never. See you, Albert. Big up to you. Let me just go to these two super chats. I'm just gonna add everyone. I'll be honest with you. Big up to Joe who says Hincape Inacio signed at the beginning of the year. Trinidad is signed at the beginning of the year. January next year. Total 100 to 120 million euro. Defense solved. Andres going Fulham.
Yeah. But
Andres
also,
going. Go on.
yeah. Inacio, listen, if we sign Inacio right now, I'm telling you, that shows how stupid FSG's management is, because this player was available for half the price at the beginning of the summer. So you're telling me that he was already on your radar? You decided to wait for them to double the release, and then later on you said, you know what? I actually think I need him. Like, no. At this point, that ship has sailed. And if we get him, listen, he's a great player. I'd love him, but that would really be like the nail in the coffin, just to show how stupid the background is, and it would honestly only further prove just how good of a job Jurgen is doing, considering the chaos that would be proven to be going on behind the curtains. But yeah,
I agree. I think signing Inacio would genuinely be the stupidest decision we've ever made, because he was literally like. He was
30
like
million.
30 million cheaper just like 3 months ago. And this is the thing that me and, Joe was there and we spoke about it, and everyone, we had this conversation. The reality is this club needs to stop making stupid decisions. It's just as simple as that. So when we cry out for a centre back in the summer, it's for a good reason. Thank you so much, Joe, for the super chat. Appreciate you, brother. Big up to Chaiko says, come on, you Gooners. Newcastle 3. Chelsea 1, Manchester City versus Liverpool, both teams to score. Chaik, tomorrow, inshallah, Al-Ahwa at 11 p.m. UK time is back to do predictions. So we're going to be doing predictions again. I know we kind of have bottled the predictions lately with the whole situation. There was we couldn't do predictions for God knows what reason. But we'll be back, inshallah, tomorrow at 11. But thank you so much for the super chat. And I think Chelsea beat Newcastle. Unpopular opinion. Anyway, joining us on the channel, man like Noah. Man like Slime, big up the spaces. Man like Sharif is in the building as well. And the biggest headache of YouTube, man like Ibrahim, is in the building. The other guys, we're going to add you in as soon as they're done. So we start with you, Noah. Go on.
Bro, the Liverpool City game is going to be a madness, man. And I think you guys are going to draw, and to be a good result for you. And I think you guys should start Nunez and play
Come
in the
closer
low
to
block.
the mic so we can hear you.
I think you guys should play in the low block, you know what I'm saying? Because if you try to open up against City, you lose, man. You know what I'm saying? Like Wolves frustrated them, bro, and they took a free kick to score past them. You know what I'm saying? Alvarez. Us, no, us, man. We parked the bus on them, bro. They couldn't break us down. And you need to worry about them a lot. You're going at the Etihad as well, so you need to strap it in, man. You know what I'm saying? It will be very risky to play a progressive game.
Okay. Go on, Slime.
Yo, Hussam, it's been a long time, 3-4 days, I think, maybe.
Big up, my bro.
Big up, man. So what I was saying, like, first of all, big up to Mike as well. Like, I think he's the new Ellison Region, like, with the mustache and everything.
Thank you. Thank you.
And I just wanted to say about the City game, right? I think the people talk about like how we should set up defensively, and someone says that we should just go at it with each other. I think there's a middle ground in this, and the way we played in Anfield last season, I think we're gonna have that tactics along with a bit more forward thinking that will make us like win the game. That's what I feel. Because for example, like, because we don't have that defensive uh we don't have defensive security at the moment, because Alexis is playing in six, and for example in left back we have to depend on rather either Simicas or Gomez, right? I don't for Gomez, like, he can do a defensive job, but offensively in the left hand side he won't be able to provide that much, like, if you compare it to the right hand side, right? So for me, I think we need to have a bit more defensive security, and that's why I'm playing a mid block rather than going into like every CE players. Obviously, we need to mark Rodri, we need to mark Bernardo Silva. That's just the game state, but that doesn't change the fact that we need to be a bit more defensively secured, and that's why I think people were saying 4-4-2. I think we'd rather play the 4-3-3 as we usually play, but we have to have a defensive security where like Curtis and uh, Alexis both a double pivot as we have played in the Wolves second half. I think Wolves first half was really bad, and then we came back in the second half with a very good setup. I think that's the setup we are looking into for the City game, and for me, Darwin Nunez has to start because
Thank you.
with too
Yeah.
much with too much
I think
space.
so far, by the way, it's only Tom Little that doesn't think Darwin should start.
Exactly.
Out of everyone that spoke, I think
Yeah.
Darwin should
Yes.
start as well. Darwin
Yeah.
need to
Exactly.
start.
Darwin should start, bro.
100%.
He's on form, man.
You need to stretch the pitch, and you need to go in behind. You look at Ruben Diaz, right? Every time, like, if you run onto him, he just goes on the floor, and you have to take advantage of the situation, and you have to literally like make him work, and Darwin will do that, and Darwin will do more, because this season he has proved people that he can hold up play, he can link up better than the previous season, that when he didn't know the system. Now all of a sudden he's coming from an Uruguay game where he actually scored like 2 goals. Last game he scored 2, so he has 5 goals, 2 assists, if I'm being correct, in for international duty. Along with in Liverpool, he has 4 goals, 4 assists, and the link up play with Salah is so important, because whenever Darwin and Salah plays together this season, they have linked up so well, and that's why I think we need to go. We shouldn't like just start Gakpo like that, because we need to link up while being in transition, and I think we are playing uh, as a transitional attack, and I would not risk starting Ryan Gravenberch just because defensively, like in transition, he doesn't know the system better than the other players, and he is just coping
Why
up.
don't you go Curtis, Gravenberch, and Soboslai?
That could be a thing, but then again, like
That would be
we
very
need a deep
unbalanced,
line player who is a bit more experienced, which is Alexis. But
yeah.
like if it were any other game, even if it were Anfield, I would have risked that thing. But in Etihad, I shouldn't risk like going into the CE ground and just play Gravenberch, is
Curtis,
Szoboszlai, who didn't even play one game
By the way,
together.
guys, sorry, quickly. I just noticed we have a celebrity in the background, so celebrity tax, we're gonna add him. You know, the Moroccan brother is here. I don't know why he told me he wants to roast Mike as well.
no,
And like
that's going to be something separate.
Oh, okay. So
There
Saad
you are.
came in.
Sad
Saad
not
came in.
slime as well, so might as well, you know.
well,
There
but
you
hold
go.
on. It's slime.
like
Slime.
Slime, you know.
Hussam, the only thing that I'm going to disagree with the whole Curtis Jones thing is I think McAllister has to be in there because our biggest strength is transition, and I trust McAllister in transition forward play more than I trust Curtis. I will agree with you that he's a better holding midfielder. He's better defensively. He's better for shape. But McAllister, his ability to get that ball. I mean, just think about how many times this season the pass has come from him that has started the link up play in transition that led to a goal.
Did you see how
need
McAllister played for Argentina yesterday?
Exactly.
I keep telling you, people keep scapegoating McAllister. It has nothing to do with McAllister. McAllister is just not a DM. Yesterday, next to Rodrigo De Paul, he was one of the best midfielders on the pitch. What did he do?
100%.
The water carrier. Just do your job. Do your job. And just quickly,
100%.
Slime. 1 second. Big up to Chai, who says, Habibi, for Liverpool to win, they should play Salah, Diaz, Jota up front. Nunez should come in the second half. Chelsea will lose, 100% sure of the game. Let's push Chelsea to the side for a second. I said this earlier on. We cannot guarantee that Nunez is going to be a plan B and it's only going to be 1-0 or 1-1. So if City score twice, then what? So if City scored twice, if City scored 3 times, by that time, Darwin will be useless. So we have to start him. We have to punch first, fam. We have to punch first. Simple.
And my thing is, as Ang said, like, we need to go to the City ground and not think that like we are going there to win. We are actually going there to win. We need 3 points in the back so that we can be top of the league. That has to be the mentality of all the players. And my thing is about the midfield situation, where like I agree with Mike on that, because the thing is, Alexis, if you look at the West Ham game, if I remember correctly, that pass that he put in Darwin, and Darwin finished. Was it Aston Villa or West Ham? Like,
it was he's done it multiple times. Aston Villa, West Ham, Toulouse at home, I think.
Yeah, so that's why, like, if you are putting, like, for example, a card is in DM, that's a bit more stretch, because you need to control Julian Alvarez or even Bernardo Silva while being defensively secured in transition. And also, let's not forget, CE's plan will also always be like possession-based football, where they're running through the attacking the channel, and that's why my only issue with this team is the left-hand side is a bit more defensively not sound, if that makes sense. Because if we play Diaz, Costa, Simicas, and
are you losing in your ultimate team? Or are you winning?
Ryan Gravenberch in the same side, then that's not a very good defensively team. So that's the only thing. Other than that, I think we're gonna win. We're gonna win 2-1 or 3-1. With that mentality, I'm going to the City game. Big up to everyone. Big up to Ibu, by the way. Yeah. Like, I'm seeing.
That's my guy, Slime, man. That's my guy, Slime. My day one, bro.
Konate is fit. You were talking about his post on Instagram.
Oh yeah, he is fit.
Konate has to start. I'm sorry. Konate has to start.
Exactly. Agreed.
Wow, you're throwing him into the game straight away, yeah?
Of course I am.
100%.
Wow, you lot are brave. So the thing is, you lot gonna throw him into a game like that. So, you know what I mean? What happens if he gets injured again? Obviously,
he's the Rolls Royce like Saliba.
Bro, okay.
Bro, that's a risk, man. It's a big game,
you can
bro.
get injured in training, man.
Yeah, what I'm saying is high intensity, bro. It's a big game, bro.
I'm just saying, you will watch how a proper team goes to the Etihad. We're not gonna get stripped for one like your club. Anyway,
there you go. There you go. Bro, Hassan is just always dropping these little hits.
We're gonna rotate in and out. Big up to you, Minerals FC. Thanks so much for joining us. I appreciate you. Let's go to Sharif next. Go on, Sharif, my brother. Welcome to the channel. First time as well on a call-in show. How are you?
Thank you, guys. Hassan, I'm a big admirer from you. I'm originally from the land of the king, Salah, and living here in Virginia, US. Long-time listener, first-time caller. So happy to be on your channel.
You're welcome, my brother. I see you in the chat all the time. You're welcome, my bro.
Thank you. Just a few things, I guess, about the game. I think that we should go with the mentality that we should win that game. I think, our players have scored a lot of goals in international, and I think they have the momentum to score more goals. So consistency is important. I feel like Guardiola should be more scared than anybody. And as you know, when Guardiola is scared, that reflects on his players. So I really think we should go with the mentality that we are winners and we're going to win this game. As far as who plays for us, in the back, I think, knowing Klopp, I think he will still go with Simicas. As you know, he likes to keep the people in their positions as much as possible. So I think he feels like he owes Tsimikas that. So I don't see Gomez playing, at least in the beginning. I agree with you completely that Darwin should start. I think that Gakpo, since his injury, has not been the same. So I really think that we will start with Nunez, Diaz, and of course the King. The argument from Tom in the beginning about where do you play Salah? Salah can play anywhere, whether in the middle or more on the right. I think with the left defender guy in City, I think Salah will do well in that game. The only thing I disagree with you, Hussam, if I may, is that I'm not so keen on Gravenberch like you are. I feel like he's got a lot of energy. I give you that. He's very young, but I think he needs maturity. And I don't think that we should have two runners that just run on the left side, meaning Gravenberch and Diaz. Diaz, as you know, like to run, and sometimes he wastes his energy that way. I wish he, have someone that will pass the ball to him, and then he can make a pass, which he doesn't usually do much. He likes to take the ball and shoot it, and not pass. And then in the midfield, I would probably go with Jones, Dominic, and McAllister.
I have no problem with that midfield, by the way. I don't think. Listen, here's the thing. If you're talking about who needs to step up in that game, then I think Szoboszlai needs to step up in the game.
Yes.
That's the guy that needs to step up in the game. The other two, to be honest with you, it's as long as it's not Elliot. I think Elliot is the one where it's going to be a mistake. As long as it's not Elliot or Endo, God forbid, A'udhu Billah, then any other two combination is good. Don't even try it, Mike. If it's Curtis, Szoboszlai, and Gravenberch, if it's McAllister, Szoboszlai, and Curtis, whatever it is, I have no problem with it. Even if you just want to run it back and go McAllister, Szoboszlai, and Gravenberch, I also think that's a good midfield, good enough. The only thing is, I think whoever's in the forward line needs to help out the midfield and needs to help out, essentially suffocate Rodri. And for me, it's just about playing the informed players. This is just the ultimate, Ibrahim. No one trying to see you, brother. Anyway,
and then the other thing I would say,
can I just finish my footballing point, Ibrahim? Thank you. It's about playing the informed forwards. Mo Salah on international duty, destroyed the countries he's played against, and he's been one of the most informed players in the league. Darwin Nunez scored against Argentina. They beat Argentina for the first time in like 14 years.
3 goals.
Went to La Paz in Bolivia, scored twice. And Diaz scored twice against Brazil. Why would I take out any of the informed strikers for me? I'm just going by who's essentially played the best. I'm putting all 3 of them, to be honest with you. Completely agree with you. I don't think midfield is like hinging on, oh my God, we need to start that guy or this guy. Whichever combination, we're going to rock and roll with it.
The only thing I would say is that the reason why I wouldn't want Gravenberch to be in there is because I think that Jones would do a better job defensively than Gravenberch. And if we're going to play this counter-attacking ball, we need at least one guy that's going to do it. Because the one hindrance of Gravenberch is that I think that he's too forward-thinking. Like it's almost like Szoboszlai, but Szoboszlai does both ends, right? He'll go all the way at the front of the pitch, but then he'll run all the way back. Gravenberch, unbelievable going forward. It's just that I haven't seen the coming back part of his game yet. I do think that he's got an incredible amount of potential, but I think that this game is just like we started the game against Spurs excellently. It was McAllister, it was Jones, it was Szoboszlai. If we're going to play another big team, I think that should be the midfield going forward. So I will agree with you that this is not the game to push forward on Gravenberch. But I will disagree because I do rate him, and I think he's got a lot of talent. But
he created the most dangerous chance against Luton for me. The pass to Jota.
Yep, 100%.
He kept banging on away. He should have scored that one. Sterling should have scored.
Yeah, and I think if we're still tied by 60 minutes, then I think Jota should come in and do his thing and score 2 in them. So it'll be 2-0.
I'm actually keeping Gakpo as the weapon off the bench because what I'm gonna do is if we're up and we're winning, that's when I bring on Gakpo to suffocate Rodri. I ain't trying to suffocate him on the start. No, I'm trying to punch. When I go in there with boxing ring, I'm not trying to do the whole, you know, Arsenal thing. No, I'm trying to punch them in the face. I'm trying to do this whole huggy lovey-dovey crap.
Wallahi, I'm loving this.
Listen, Saad,
Wallahi,
Saad,
Come on,
just
bro.
let it go. Let it
Bro.
go because you have been stripped at the Etihad. Let it go. Play your PlayStation.
Wallahi, these
play
guys
your
are frauds.
PlayStation.
Guys,
Focus on Ultimate Team.
fraudulent.
Go buy
There's
Salah.
fraudulence.
Go buy
Firstly,
Don't say
Firstly-
guys. Don't say plural. Don't say plural.
firstly, the
When you're not,
the host
when,
and
when's the last
co-host,
time you were at Etihad?
the host-
When's
the
last time you were
host-
at Etihad?
the host and co-host are frauds. Yeah, that's
Okay.
number one.
Okay.
They're frauds. They're
Sure.
frauds. So that's number one. Secondly,
Mike, I see you in the
Secondly,
background.
the
Be
last
patient.
the last time we won at the Etihad is none of your business, isn't it?
Okay. There we go. Thank you very much.
Listen,
There we go. And on that note, let's go to Mr.
listen.
Ibrahim Slime. Anything else you want to add, my brother?
Yeah, the
Nah.
only thing I would say is that
Last thing I just wanted to say, Sad is a
Yes.
fraud, ladies and gentlemen. Don't listen to Sad. And big up to
no.
big up to you.
Big up,
Let us say.
Big up,
I
slime.
like Slime, man. Big up to you, Slime. Big up to
Man,
you,
slap. Let's not talk about your Man City bias, yeah.
Oh, we're gonna keep
there,
doing this Slime versus Sad now.
there you are. There you are. That's what I'm
And
saying.
the likes of Sad is a fraud. I agree with this 100%. Hit the likes of Sad.
Wow.
And also, if Sad not a fraud, also hit the like button. Anyway, guys,
Exactly.
joining us as well now next, guy with one of the best international ball knowledge, to be honest, I've seen. And he told us about Kvaratskhelia before anyone else, which is mad. So, man, like Michael is in the building. Michael talks football. Big up to you, Mike.
How you doing, bro?
Yo, big up to you. Actually, are we wearing the same hoodie, Loki?
Probably, man. Probably.
We are wearing the same hoodie.
Husam, I was actually watching the Jordan Saudi Arabia game. You guys actually played quite decently in that game. You should have won, to be honest. You should have won, but you lost. So you can hold that.
Unbelievable. Who did Finland play? I'm about to check. it
San
right now.
Marino.
Oh, there's no need for me to check it anymore.
Yeah, man. But we allowed San Marino to score, bro. That's what happened.
Oh, you allowed San Marino to score. That's worse than losing to Saudi. We played well
Yeah, it
against
is.
Saudi. but we just
100% it is.
Unfortunately, that's the reality. Anyway, biggest headache on YouTube, Ibrahim. Next. Also, Typo's been here for a long time. Typo, can you just show me your face so I know you're a real human being and I can take you to the United Nations Court of Law if you say any mad shit? Thank you. Okay, Typo. Typo, no one can see your face except me. You have nothing to worry about, my brother. It's just me. You're in the background. Oh my god. Yo, big up, man. Big up.
The man said, no, I ain't sure. Man.
Okay.
Wait! Look at the photo. Look at the photo.
He put me
Yeah,
on.
like, you actually look good in Arsenal jersey.
Hey, Sam 6 the Arsenal jersey.
He's getting
Hey.
relegated. He's getting relegated. Now you have to
Hey,
wait
big
alongside
up.
the others. Man. Anyway, go on, Ibrahim. Biggest headache on YouTube. Go on.
Listen, Sam, man, you're just throwing them.
And I do
shades, man.
second this, by the way. Go subscribe, Michael Talks Football. If not, you are an
100%.
idiot. You have to be subscribed to Michael Talks Football.
And Saad.
Honestly.
And Saad.
Subscribe.
And Sad, the Football Corner 97. Facts.
Yeah, man, you heard it. Go subscribe to Michael Talks Football.
What's your channel, Ibrahim?
And listen, I don't have a YouTube channel, man. Maybe I'll
The
make one.
Morning Bastard 95.
Even if you guys don't subscribe to him, ladies and gentlemen.
Listen, man. Maybe I'll make one in it, but we'll see what happens in the future. In terms of the game, Man City versus Liverpool, I'm actually quite confident in terms of us getting a result. In terms of us winning the game, I think we're gonna have to change our style of play and probably change our formation as well. I know a lot of Liverpool fans probably won't agree with me in terms of the lineup, but I'd probably go along the lines of Alisson in goal, Trent right back. I'll play Ibu and Virgil as the centre backs. I'll play
Ibu is a
Gomez
must, by the way.
100%. Matip, the amount of deflection that guy has cost us 2 deflections in 21-22. I can't have that anymore. I cannot have a deflection goal again by Joe Matip, so not a chance. Joe Matip starting for me. I'll play Gomez left back. This is where some people will disagree or agree with me. I'll actually play right mid. I'll go with Dominic Szoboszlai. In the double pivot in the midfield, I'll go with Curtis Jones and Gravenberch. Left mid, I'll go with Jota. And at the front two, I'd go with Salah and Nunez. The reason why I'm going to go without McAllister in the mid.
Salah and who, sorry?
Because I think
Nunez.
Salah,
Nunez.
Nunez up front.
Wait, you're going
The reason why
4-4-2?
Yeah.
Yeah. The reason why I'm going 4-4-2 and the reason why I'm going Gravenberch and Curtis Jones in midfield It's because the one thing that I need in this midfield against Man City is legs, people that can run, people that can move. I think the reason why I'm playing Dominic Szoboszlai right mid is because I need to double up on Doku anytime he gets the ball. Because as much as I love Trent, I'm not trying to see Doku versus Trent. I'm just not trying to see it. Gomez, I'm playing in my left because, with all due respect, Tsimikas versus Foden, it's a light on light crime. It's a disgrace. We don't want to see that. Big up Staffy TV as well, man. Listen, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. We need to play 4-4-2. Tom Little, the guy that claims that he rates Nunez and says that he'd rather play Gakpo in this game. We need to start a petition of getting Tom Little out of this chat now, man. The shit that comes out of that guy's mouth is absolutely disgraceful. And he's my guy, but come on, man, Tom Little, man, you cannot be saying start Gakpo over Nunez. Nunez for me is the key in this game in terms of I know he's going to get 2 or 3 opportunities in terms of one-on-ones against either Ederson or Ortega, and it just depends on which Nunez turns up. If it's the Nunez against Luton, long day because I don't think we'll win the game. But if it's the Nunez that turned up against West Ham, if it's the Nunez that turned up against Newcastle, if it's the Nunez that turned up against Argentina, we are eating good and we are taking 3 points away at the Etihad because we will make chances 100%. I'm not scared of Man City like that. And the only player in their team, in my opinion, that scares me is Rodri because that guy is elite, world class. That's the only player in their team that scares me. If we let him dictate the game, it could be a very, very long day. But if we bypass Rodri, if we get chances at Ruben Diaz, if we get opportunities at Kyle Walker, Gavardio, we will get chances in this game. And I back our attackers more than them because outside of Haaland, I don't think any of their attackers are clinical. I don't even think any of their attackers gets more than 3 or 4 shots a game, personally.
Julian Alvarez is not clinical. Ibrahim Jeremy Doku is not clinical.
Doku is not clinical. Alvarez is playing in the midfield. He's not getting as much chances as he was. If he was playing in a 4-4-2, I'd agree that Alvarez is clinical, but he's not getting into the box enough, in my opinion, to get those chances to become clinical. Foden is playing off the right. I've never thought Foden is an elite finisher or a goal scorer. The guy is an elite footballer.
Unfortunately for us, he always does well against us. Unfortunately.
Yeah, that's true.
And that is why I'm playing Gomez, because with all due respect, Tsimikas cannot.
Here we go. The Tsimikas forced take.
Foden.
Forced. Wallahi, so forced.
It's not forced. How? Okay, Sam. How is it forced take? I'm not.
Was he not our best attacking outlet against Brentford? Literally the game before the break.
No chance.
He had 2 poor games.
Don't lie.
He had 2 poor games back to back. Okay, that's literally it. He had 2 piss poor performances back to back.
Because upset he was Sir Robertson.
He was good. He was good against. He was good against. Listen, guys. Listen. With all due respect, Tsimikas was decent against Brentford, and he got 2 assists. Congratulations. But we cannot do Brentford at home and compare it to Man City at the Etihad. We cannot do comparing Mbeumo, who I think is a good player, and comparing it to Foden, who is probably on the cusp of world class. We can't do it. Foden is an elite dribbler. He will take on Tsimikas and he will do him. We need to play Gomez in that game because I trust Gomez will absolutely lock up Foden if he gets the chance. I have that trust in Gomez if he plays to his level. If Tsimikas plays to his upward level, he ain't doing shit against Foden. He may be decent in the counter-attack in terms of a cross or a pass, but he ain't going to do anything defensively, and we need to lock him up. And then listen, if we win that game, we see that guy sat up there, man, you better do your job against Brentford, because now I'm going to come for Arsenal talk. Let me quickly say something about Arsenal. You frauds. You absolute frauds. You guys sit there and talk shit about saying Liverpool are not this team, Liverpool are not that team. Arsenal are going to do this, Arsenal are going to do that. We are watching you. We are watching you. I am your
Habibi. I beat them. I beat them. You're still living off this whole thing.
You beat them at home. I beat them at home every year. Have some shame.
Everybody's just coming at me, yeah, just because.
Why are you rattled? Why are you rattled?
I'm not rattled. Nah. Not that easy to rattle me. Yeah,
listen,
come on, man. What we did here?
Saad, I'm watching your team. I am watching your team, okay? Brentford 5:30 is not easy under the lights. If you drop points, Saad, we will have a conversation. The next few games after that, Luton Town or whatever, I expect points in those games. But then after those games, if I'm not mistaken, you have Aston Villa away, tough game. Then you have Brighton at home, tough game.
Ibrahim, you realize that I beat
Then
Brentford
you come
my
to-
second team, yeah?
Oh, okay, listen. Then you come
Yeah,
to
yeah.
Liverpool, December 23rd. You ain't leaving that ground with no points.
Bells are
You are
fraud,
not.
man.
You're not leaving Liverpool with 0 points. Then you got West Ham on the 28th. Those 4 games, clip this right now. Those are the 4 games that will end Arsenal's title challenge. All Aston Villa away,
Come on.
Brighton home, Liverpool away, West Ham home. Those 4 games after that, we will be at least 7 points ahead of them. At least.
Come on, Abraham.
Clip that.
So
This
are we back on Earth now and not in Dreamland?
How is that dreamland? How is that dreamland?
It's completely
Listen,
Dreamland.
let's not start this beef already, please. I beg. Big up to Allergies who
will
says
be there.
Sad looks like I don't even know who that is. I don't watch anime.
That's
I
Hunter
don't
x
watch
Hunter.
anime. You know, if you're a grown man who watches cartoons, I don't know what to tell you. Anime is for frauds.
Hold that.
Oh my.
But I appreciate
Oh
you,
my
Allergies, you know. Appreciate it. You told me yesterday you're starting a villain arc and you watch anime. Have some shame in the thought. Big up Joe Caballero says
No, that is a
players I mentioned was beginning of 2023. Yes, beginning of 2023. Unfortunately, Joe, Andre's gone to Fulham, and me and Mike agree. And I tried telling a man like Tom Little earlier on. I told them if we sign Inacio, we're the dumbest club on the universe for this much money because we could have had him for 30 million cheaper like 4 months ago.
I would rather
Big
have
up to
him copy anyway.
Big up to Chai who says, Habib, these are the Liverpool 3 wise men up front. You need pace and men who have goal sense because they will hit Liverpool with pace 100%. And that's exactly why Gakpo ain't in my starting lineup in any scenario. I'm not having Gakpo starting in any scenario on the starting lineup, I'll be honest with
Sam,
you.
can I do one thing?
I need Diaz. For me, Diaz, Nunez, and Salah are the 3 most informed. And if you go Jota, I've got no problem with that. I'm not going to sit up here and argue Jota starting. I have no problem.
Sam, can I ask a
But
question?
Gakpo can't start for me.
Sam,
Yes,
can I
what
ask
is
one
okay?
question? I just need to ask a question to the chat. Some people are sitting on the fence, so I just need to know, and I need to see this. Who finishes higher in the season? Liverpool or Arsenal? Who finishes
Okay,
higher?
let us know.
I need to see.
Let
I
us
need
know
to see it. I need to see
Let
that.
us know, Chai.
That depends
Big
on
up to you,
signing.
Chai. Appreciate you. Big up to Queen Nadra says if Van Dijk stops Haaland, who stops Silva? He's more deadly. Bernardo Silva is not more deadly than Haaland. I don't know where this came from. Fair enough, Queen Nadra. Thank you for the super chat. But I don't think if you're talking about stopping them in midfield, then that's why earlier on I said Szoboszlai and I said kind of has to have a big game because I think he needs to step up in these games, and he has been stepping up in the big games. To be fair to him, so if he steps up, then I don't think we have anything to worry about in my honest opinion. But against City, with the space we'll have on the counter-attack, it's got to be Nunez. I'm so sorry. Simple as. I appreciate you, Nadra. Thank you for the super chat. And big up to Allergies, Joe and Chaik for the super chat as well. Make sure you're all liking. Make sure you're all subscribing in the chat. Go subscribe to Michael Talks Football. Go subscribe to the Football Corner 97 as well. Love for the love, Habibis. This is the picture Allergies just sent me of Kilwa's fat brother. I have no idea who the fuck this guy is, but apparently this is Sad. Big up, Sad. Anyway, so it's actually
let's
Sad.
hear from the fraud, man. Let's hear from the fraud.
Go on, Sad.
There we go. Let's hear from the fraud. So I just want to speak to Mike. So Mike,
Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
Let me know what was your stinker that you dropped in the group chat. Man?
So Saad's a little bit upset because I called out Shittinelli because I think that Martinelli is absolute shit. He's garbage on the left wing.
You're such a fraud. Do you not know that this guy cooked your little right back?
Bro, you posted a video. You posted a video from a game over a year ago of one sequence of play. What has he done since then? He hasn't done anything this year.
Okay. How about this? Yeah. How about this?
I'm talking about right now. Right now, he's shit.
Came to Anfield and scored against Alisson, bro. I said
this was 8 months ago. This was 8 months ago.
Bro, have you ever seen an attacker leave Alisson on the floor like this? Bro, man was like that. shook, bro. Man was like trying to go for the bro. He sent him the wrong way on the floor. Bang. Alisson is the best keeper in the world, by the way. Best keeper in the world.
They swear you sent a
And he
picture
done
from training.
Martinelli is crazy, man.
Martinelli has one goal this whole season. You know
Martinelli,
that, right?
right now, Saad. I'm not saying that Martinelli throughout his entire career has been garbage. I'm
Listen,
saying
why
that
you
right
slandering the
now,
guy, fam?
on this very day, on this planet,
Let me check
he is
Martinelli's
shit.
stats. As well.
Today, he
Yeah,
is
don't
shit.
worry. No. Listen, the stats from this season. Let's.
Martinelli
goal
has
was
one
many
goal
games?
in the
One
Premier
goal-
League, the same
one
amount of
goal,
goals
two
as Endo.
assists.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
But this
He
is
has
the
less
thing, yeah, 'cause
assists than Simica.
you guys are sitting here, yeah, and looking
Oh
at the stats,
my
bro.
lord!
And this is what's killing
You got
football, bro.
forward.
Stats. This is what's killing football is stats, yeah. Stats kill football, bro, because people sit there and they just determine how good a player is based on stats, yeah. They don't determine how good a player is
The
based on
same guy that was
performances.
saying
Guys,
Odegaard was the
It's
best.
based on
Nah,
stats.
not really.
Yes, the eye test proves that he's been playing well this season. The eye test proves it.
Saad, when
So
you
many games
doing
he's been
Odegaard for last
he's
season?
been no, but hold on. Most of the games he's been our most direct player going forward. Our most direct player. And whether you play him, let's any game that he played with Nketiah down the middle, we can just cancel that out. Yeah, we can just cancel that out. Listen, this is crazy because Rashford doesn't even need to be in any conversations, bro. This guy's counting
They
money
swear
at the bank, bro.
Richarlison has more GA than
Output
Martinelli,
matters, Saad. I know that you're against stats, but output matters. Output, total output. Okay,
how's
like
it facetious, Grandman?
it's just it's not there this season for Brazil or for Arsenal. I mean, especially against Brazil. He missed a sitter yesterday. He missed a sitter. He missed a sitter.
Hold on. Because listen, he twists up
Big up Adi
Romero.
with the type.
He twists up Romero, didn't he? The
And he missed the sitter.
so-called top centre back.
But then he missed the shot.
Did he not?
But then he missed the shot.
But that comes with attackers. Are we gonna sit here and do missing shots? Because I can bring you Darwin Nunez, man.
Oh no,
and we can have a
100%,
conversation.
100%,
We can have a
100%.
conversation about that with you guys, bro. Yeah, because you guys want to start Darwin Nunez, let alone this guy's missing shots. Luton, open goal.
Okay,
Bro,
okay.
You could have put a 5-year-old in front of that and he's scoring that. Well, you could put a 5-year-old there and he's scoring that.
But
listen.
now you're comparing Martinelli's finishing to Nunez. And so if you're going to take the stance that Nunez is shit, so why are you even comparing someone who you praise to Nunez?
Listen, let's not sit here and babble about the ifs and if nots, yeah? Let's actually focus on the facts, yeah? The fact is Martinelli is a top class player. Yeah. And the fact
not
is,
against Argentina.
And the fact is, yes, we're not going to take in what's happening in international football because I don't care about what happens in international football. If it was up to me, my players would never go on international duty. Yeah, I'd never send these frauds to international duty. I don't know why they send them there. Why do you give them the opportunity, bro? Do Alex Ferguson. Pull Alex Ferguson move. That's it. Sit there and tell them, nah, he's injured. He can't come. He's done. He's injured. He can barely walk on his leg. That's it. But the fact is, we sit there.
So you're doing
we
all this because of Martinelli dropping Alisson down in training.
Who dropped
No,
Alisson?
No. He's talking
what
about.
What do you mean Alisson in training? Hold on a minute.
Last
bro. Talking about
game
last
against
year,
Arsenal.
2-2, man. 2-2, you don't. Oh, come on. Hey, Hassan's acting bright.
Wait, Saad. Wait, Husam. Saad. Was it
like 70 goals? Go on, Mike.
Wait, no, I was gonna ask. Wasn't Martinelli the guy who gave that terrible pass at the end of the game that could have won Arsenal the game against Liverpool?
Anfield.
Listen, when you're playing,
no. It's not a big game player. No. Saad, there's no listen answer. It's yes or no.
Mike, listen. This is what we're not going to do, yeah? This is what we're not going to do, yeah? And we're not going to sit here and tell me that we're going to blame that on Martinelli. Because Martinelli was on that pitch for however long, yeah? The whole game, running his socks off. Bro, the guy needed to be taken off. He should have brought in Trossard in his position and kept Gabriel Jesus on. If he keeps Gabriel Jesus on and he brings on Trossard instead of Martinelli, we win that game. We win that game. Simple as that. Because it helps us on the counter attack.
So you're blaming it on Arteta.
I'm blaming Arteta on that one.
Oh, jeez.
Because that was not the good. That was not a good decision. That was not a
Like,
good decision.
Martinelli's a baller, man. Like, I like Martinelli.
I rate Martinelli, but
He's
I'm
a
asking
baller,
you
but
because
I don't like it when people refer to him as Shitanelli. Why?
Well, listen, bro.
Yeah?
To be honest with you, I was just pulling your leg when I
There
said
you
this,
are.
okay? But right now, today, what I'm telling you is right now, today, not in total, not including last year, not including the future. Today, he is not good. Today, he is not informed. Today, he is not a title-winning left wing. It's that simple. It's that simple.
Okay. So
just quickly, I see Golid Youssef in the background. Just show me your face. I'm the only one who could see it right now before I enter the stream, just to verify you're a real human being and you're not a robot sent to attack me from the Matrix. Big up, my brother. Appreciate you. I think I know who that is, by the way. It's gonna be someone very familiar we're about to hear. Big up too. Everyone wants to cook Saad, by the way.
Listen, you're being famous with Martinelli.
What has Martinelli won in his career?
Here we go. What do you support? Who do you support? Sorry.
What has he won? Just answer the question.
Who do you support? No, but who do you support? We need to clarify that first.
I support the biggest team in London. You already know, Chelsea.
Stinks. It stinks, bro. You know, I smelt it just from when he said the first word. I smelt Chelsea, bro.
Okay,
it stinks. This guy's gonna, bro. You're gonna at one point watching this conversation. At one point in this conversation, you're gonna hear Champions League trophy or Champions of Europe.
Answer one question and answer it honestly. In your lifetime, have you seen Arsenal live Premier League or Champions League?
Jesus. Premier League, of course I have. Premier League, of course I have.
How old are you?
I'm 27. Don't worry, I've seen that.
So you've seen
I've seen that. It doesn't matter, broski. It doesn't matter.
He was 7 years old.
I've seen it.
Drinking milk when he last won the Prem.
Martinelli hasn't won anything. He's Brazil's fourth choice.
So Martinelli hasn't won anything. Does that mean we're just gonna say he's a shit player until he wins something?
No,
is that what we're doing?
One second. Let me just stop.
Is that what we're doing?
One second, guys. One second. I just want to stop everyone quickly before we let Michael speak, because Michael actually speaks football, doesn't waffle. Saad, I just want to get to the bottom of this. What's your actual argument here? Like, I don't get it. What's your actual argument on Martinelli?
Bro, people are hating on this guy for no reason, bro. For no reason.
You know the reason? He has one
reason,
goal.
Bro. No,
he's been injured for like 4 games.
3 GA in 11 appearances.
Look at how long he's been injured for. Since he got injured in that game. And then he missed, I think, about 4 or 5 games. 4 or 5 games. Came back.
What do you mean? What do you mean he missed 4 or 5 games? There's only been 12 Premier League games. He has 11 appearances.
No, he missed Spurs, he missed Bournemouth, and he missed Everton, I believe.
And I think he's talking about all cons, but his minutes are not that much, to be fair to him.
His minutes aren't that much.
He's got 10 Premier League appearances and 727 minutes. That's not small.
Like some of those appearances are only like 20 minutes, to be fair. One of literally just a 45-minute half versus Man City.
He's got 200 more minutes than Darwin. Okay, so if you're gonna criticize Darwin for all of his shit, I'm just saying keep the same tone.
Mike, what is this, bro?
Martinelli played 77 minutes last night against Argentina. What did he do?
Well, he nearly scored. Romero cleared off the line. Romero cleared off the line. Let's not know. Wait, chill. Did you watch the match? Yes or no?
I watched the match. Martinelli is
okay. Wait. Did you not see when Romero cleared the shot off the line, or did your eyes close in that moment?
Neymar is injured. He's the 4th choice winger.
Oh my God! Wait, did you not watch the match? Yes or no? Answer a simple question. Did you watch the match?
Did they lose? Yes or no?
See, I don't care. So tell me, wait. You're telling me one player can cause the whole team to lose. That's a left winger.
So he didn't do anything.
But he nearly scored. He had a shot cleared off the line. What do you mean he didn't do anything?
They've lost the game. Hold that.
But I can't.
Bro, I'm telling you, you argue with Chelsea fans, it's low IQ, bro. I'm telling you.
Boom! I swear. No. At the point in the conversation, I'm going to hear champions of Europe. I'm going to hear you haven't won this. You haven't won the Premier League.
I'm waiting.
I'm just waiting for that because come on.
Guys, 1 second. There is no way this. Yo, Saad, you have to stick around. Big up Alex.
Okay.
Alex is here.
Woodridge has more goals than Martinelli.
Oh, wow.
Okay, 1 second.
Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute.
Guys,
Put the book up.
Guys.
You never read it.
Is it about to get chaos?
Yeah.
I will remove everybody.
There
1
we
second.
go.
Order in court. Before we have this conversation,
go.
I just want to let Michael go first because just let Michael speak first, and then we'll come back to Saad versus Alex. Go on, Michael. The floor is yours, my brother.
All right, Hussam. So you're gonna answer me this: when was the last time Man City dropped points at home?
24 games ago, I think.
Versus
the last-
Brentford. I think it was versus Brentford. No,
The
versus Everton. Versus Everton at home.
Everton at home. That's the last time City have dropped points in any competition: FA Cup, League Cup, Champions League. So we can have all this confidence of Liverpool maybe doing something at Man City, but that home record that's scary, bro. I'm not confident ahead of Saturday. We might have a good attack, but defensively, I haven't thought about the game at all since during the international break because I don't like to focus too much on Man City because that's a headache and enough for all the years of PTSD. But it's like Ibrahim was chatting absolute shit. This guy, he's saying play a midfield of Curtis Jones and Gravenberch. Do you know how that midfield will get destroyed by Rodri and
But that makes
Kovacic
it getting touched. I
and
can't lie.
Bernardo
That makes it
Silva?
getting touched.
Typo, let Michael land, brother.
It's
please.
gonna
Thank you.
it's gonna
My bad.
No, you're good. It's gonna get touched our midfield. I really am scared for that because we don't have a pure DM. We don't have. If I see ENDO starting on Saturday, oh boy, oh.
No, I'm not even gonna watch.
I'm not even gonna do a match reaction.
If he's on the pitch, I'm not watching. I'm turning it off.
I have a controversial take.
He didn't even. I don't think he even started during the international break against who did they play? Myanmar and Syria. He didn't even start. I think that just shows you the confidence that Endo's in right now. So Saturday is a big game, but I'm more curious because Saad, I know we went away from the Martinelli discussion, but do you think he's a player who's on the verge of being world class? Is that what you're trying to argue here as well?
I think
he's on the verge to be in verge. That's all I can say.
He's got a very high ceiling. Very high.
No, that's not
If
the
you
question.
if you live in a midget world, yeah, it's high ceiling for that. Definitely.
One question. Is
Mike,
Martinelli
he
going
started
to bench
yesterday,
Vinicius?
by the way.
Will
Yeah,
Martinelli bench
did he? Okay.
Vinicius on the Brazil team? One question. Will Martinelli
How
bench
are
Vinicius?
people talking about Endo and ceiling when he's 31?
No,
was talking about
he moved it back to Martinelli. Moved it back to Martinelli.
I was just asking Saad.
Bench Vinicius, yes or no?
No, I think he's got a
That will
high
defend
ceiling.
Martinelli like you're insulting his cousin, even though he has 1 goal for Arsenal this season.
Yeah,
Less
doesn't
goals
matter.
than Wataru
I
Endo.
have a
at the DM
scientific
with
approach. I have a scientific approach to
Here we
Martinelli
go.
conversation. There we go.
Yes, not your
Put on your
cousin.
goggles, people. Put on your goggles.
One last thing, Hussam.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That it has to be Darwin starting. If it's Jota or Gakpo didn't even play against Gibraltar.
Thank you.
What the fuck? You can't even score against lawyers or taxpayers or any of this sort of stuff.
He came on, I think, it scored.
Mike, I'm so glad it's not us who's crazy. Mike,
no,
because it was me, Mike, Michael, every Liverpool fan who came on here and spoke wanted Nunez to start.
Yeah,
Uncle
100%.
Albert, Gibran.
100%.
I don't get how you're benching Darwin. It's just that Tom Little bastard who want to be edgy all the time.
I think Tom Little smoking
Nunez
crack.
has to start. I can't lie.
he's
Nunez has
smoking
to
crack.
start.
We do not need to be that pragmatic. Where if this isn't last year, we don't have an empty midfield. If this were last year, I would agree with Tom. If we had Hendo and Fabinho in midfield, I would say yes. Then start Gakpo and sit in Turtle the whole game. But we don't. We have Salah, we have Gravenberch, we have Curtis Jones, we have McAllister, we have options. We can play multiple ways. No matter what, Nunez is the only person on the pitch who can outrun every baby blue shirt, and that's all that matters to me. He can outrun everybody, and he's our best transition attacker outside of Mo. But Mo doesn't have the pace that he had 2 years ago. So I don't think that Mo's that guy right now.
Bro,
so
you have experience. You have experience. That's
Oh wait,
thing.
can I say something? That's the Nunez thing that people aren't really paying attention to. May I, if I may?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, because so remember when we bought on? I'm not trying to like make this about Arsenal, but remember when we bought on Havertz? Let's be honest, Havertz isn't that great, but he's still a physical presence. Nunez is more of a physical presence than Havertz. Like only a simple physical press can actually take you very far versus a team like Man City. You are able to beat their press because let's be honest, Julian Alvarez is their best presser. Yes or no? He's not the best in the league. Julian Alvarez is very good at pressing. So how do you beat the press? Sometimes you have to send the ball long, and Nunez is very good in the air, and he also has very good running power. If you have somebody that has good running power and is very good in the air, it's just it can be a cheat code at times. But the problem with Nunez is that Nunez misses the occasional open post and all of that. But still, he's still a very good. I think Nunez is actually a very all-round decent footballer that more people give him credit for. Like he can actually, I feel like his ability to run at people is quite underrated. Like he can actually run at defenders. He's not just an in behind Jamie Vardy kind of player. He can actually like run and dribble at defenders, which is another thing Liverpool might want to use as well. But I feel like Nunez has to start because he's 6'2", 6'1", and he'll give them a physical presence. That way, Trent with his long balls, he can actually pinpoint Nunez as a center, and Nunez can actually win a header. He can lay it off to Mohamed Salah or Luis Diaz, whichever side he's on, and that would actually give City more to think about. Because let's be honest, if Kai Havertz can be a nuisance versus Man City, I'm sorry. Remember when Kai Havertz came on versus Man City? You can't lie. He was low-key a nuisance versus Man City, being a physical presence. Like what that enabled us to do is that Thomas Partey, Declan Rice, they were able to play long balls to Havertz and beat the press, and that gave us a bit of possession in their final third. Because in as much as Havertz isn't the best footballer, and I don't think, and I still think he's a flop. One thing I think it'd be blind to admit is that he can win headers and bring others into play. Things like that might not really matter versus like deep blocks because even after you win your header, you still have about 10 players surrounding you. But against Man City,
on the same stream, we're done out here. I'll be honest with you.
Please don't.
The man said Havertz can win the headers. That's the funny.
You started really well when you started speaking. You started really well because One second, let me finish. You are speaking really well at the start when you talk about Nunez running in behind and stuff, because me and Mike have been saying this, and Michael echoed it, Yuvraj echoed it, Albert echoed it. People need to understand something. In the Premier League, you can be the best technician on earth. If you do not have pace and power, it means nothing. Or pace alone, or at least power. You need either power or pace, ideally pace and power. That's what you ideally need. But the thing is with Darwin Nunez is I don't even think he's that powerful, to be honest with you. I think he just has pace for days. Like One second.
Bernardo Silva, does he have power? Does he have speed?
Yeah, he's definitely quick. Bernardo Silva is definitely quick.
Okay.
100%
Okay.
On the ball, he's Bernardo Silva is quick on the ball.
I think there's exceptions to the rule. Sometimes when you have a technician, you can be really technical and you can beat the player by technicality.
Yeah.
And that's one example. He is not power and play.
No, I'm not talking about beating players. I'm talking about
even press, even when you get pressed.
No, I'm just talking about Premier League physicality requirements. You either need to be quick or strong.
That's the problem. That's the problem.
No, I was just adding to you that if you're really, really talented and technical ability, you can bypass one of those. You don't have to have all three of them at the same time.
No,
that's what I was trying to say.
Guys, that's the problem.
Let me know when I can.
Fabio Vieira is not quick with his feet, and he doesn't have the physical presence. Nothing. So you have to have one or the other. You have to one. I think.
Let me know. Fabio Vieira.
One second, you guys.
One thing about Nunez.
One second. Everyone's gonna get a chance to speak. Just 1 second, go lead, because man like Adi was here before, so just let him speak. Go on, Adi. The floor is yours, and then we go.
Hi, sorry. Big up everyone, and thanks a lot for having me. But yeah, no, I think Liverpool needs to just understand that beating City is not some insurmountable task. Beating City is just like beating any other team. We have beaten Barcelona when Barcelona was supposed to be some insurmountable task, when they have the greatest player of all time. Honestly, I think City is just cowardly because, like, let's be real, they pulled off all of the players from like international duty just so that they can play for one match. Like, Liverpool don't need those kind of excuses. Also, another thing which I think is going to be important is Liverpool needs to understand that set pieces is going to be important for us. For a long time, I don't think Liverpool had the tallest team in the Premier League, even in our like golden era in the past few years. These days, if you look at Liverpool's height, we actually could potentially pose a threat in the corners and those kind of situations, like free kicks as well. Another thing which I think will be important is how we counter attack in corners as well. So, like if Man City gets a corner, so I think Allison would need to be like really good to get out of his line, get the ball, and then attack by like doing a long throw, a long pass to either Salah or Nunez, who can bring the ball down. That's exactly how Liverpool scored against the likes of City. I know it was in Anfield, but even now, we have we're coming up against City in a big pitch, right? Like we need to exploit space when space is needed to be exploited and remain compact when it needs to be compact. So compact situations, in my opinion, is like, yeah, okay, Doku can have the ball. Okay, Foden can have the ball. Let them have the ball. But if we are defensively compact around the box and make sure that the likes of Haaland do not get to like see the ball that much, I don't think it'll be much of an issue. Julian Alvarez, like I get it, he's technical, he's fast, he's good, but also we have to understand that if, in my opinion, I think Gravenberch, maybe Jones and Soboslai should be in and around. Like I'm not saying that they all have to start at the same time. I think one of them has to be like between Jones and Gravenberch, at least one of them has to be on the pitch at some point of time in the game over the course of 90 minutes. So if you're going to start Jones, I'm okay with. If you're going to start Gravenberch, I'm okay with it. But around the 60th minute mark, we need to make the substitution because I think that will allow McAllister to get more defensive cover from the midfield area. And obviously, we know what Soboslai can do. Soboslai can always like provide defensive cover as well as offensive cover. So it's like it's fine. We're good. With regards to the front three, I think that we need to understand, like, guys, Liverpool front three have got like dogs in them. Like Diaz, he's been through personal shit, like personal hell. And then the man goes and scores for Brazil. He rescued a point for Liverpool with a header. Again, bringing back to my point on like set pieces and like attacking threats, etc. But like Diaz scored a header for Liverpool to rescue a point against Luton when his father was being kidnapped. Also, we need to know like Nunez. Okay, yeah, Nunez had a horror game against Luton, but Nunez has had like games where he'd be absolutely crap and then score like a worldy goal. Like I think it was Bournemouth in the cup game as well as West Ham as well. Like he missed an easy chance from Salah, but then scored a worldy thanks to McAllister's pass. And Salah, we know what Salah can do, so there's no like real questions on it. Also, speaking on attacking threat with regards to height, like Salah weirdly scored a header as well, like recently. So I'm just saying, like we need to prioritize certain elements because the way I look at this City team, they have like problems in them. And the biggest problem is Pep doing unconventional football. Like I get that it's a trend, like everyone's doing this whole 3-2, 3-2-4-1 kind of formation, which is fine, but there's a reason why certain formations like 4-3-3 or 4-4-2 over decades have been like successful because these kind of formations do have flaws. We just need Jurgen and Pep Landers, that is, to like understand what the flaws are. And I think one of the flaws could potentially be width as well. If we have Salah really out wide or if we have Soboslai out wide, then we can potentially cause like numerical advantages in the width areas, which will either be on the right. And I would probably start Diaz as well because Diaz offers a lot of width. So that's why I would start Diaz on the left instead of the likes of Jota or even Gakpo. I know some Liverpool fans on other channels as well have been suggesting like Gakpo on the left. I think Gakpo on the left works against like relatively weaker teams like Man United, but I wouldn't personally choose that.
Generally, would be dead in this game.
Sorry?
In general, it would be dead. Gakpo cannot play. I don't care.
Yeah.
Left wing, striker, right wing. It just doesn't work. Sorry, Gakpo. See you on the bench.
Yeah.
His
I think Gakpo is fine if you have got like if you know like Nunez is having a howler of a game, or if you know like, because like let's not lie, Gakpo is not a bad striker. Gakpo also scored that goal against Tottenham Hotspur when, really
Free
speaking, I know
DJ
he got
Khalid.
robbed, but sorry.
Oh, I was just saying, like, I want a free DJ Khalid over there in the top right corner.
Oh yeah, okay.
let,
Well,
let Adrian finish. Let Adrian finish. Go on, Adi. Go
Exactly.
yeah, no, I don't have a lot more to say. Really speaking, I think that Liverpool. I think we have been focusing a lot on what City can do, City can't do. I think we should like just take it easy. Like look at what Liverpool can do, because Liverpool have got, if I'm not mistaken, one of the best attacking like numbers in the whole season. We have consistently scored more than one goal to win our games. We're not like getting 1-goal victories or something like that. We're scoring 3+ goals or like 2+ goals at least. So we have good attacking threat. We also have come up against difficult opposition. We have also shown mentality. I think like Pep is also a little bit scared of us. I mean, I think there was a press conference where Pep mentioned that Liverpool have got their mentality back. And this was even before the Spurs game. I think this was just after the Newcastle game. So I think even Pep would like probably start overthinking, because we all know what Pep is going to do. Pep is going to do some stupid thing like start Mateus, like Nunez or something like that in the midfield. And we can all sit here and stress about like Rodri plus Bernardo Silva or something like that. But Pep will just throw a wild card out there and it mitigates all of our points. Let's just focus on what Liverpool have to offer. And what we have to offer is like really good attacking threat, but also solid defensive numbers. Because we lost Van Dijk for three games because of a, in my opinion, dodgy red card against Newcastle. And we didn't really look too bad in the games that we did lose him out. We have the likes of Jadon Kwanzaa, Joe Gomez, like Matip, all of those guys can still do a job. So I'm not even speaking of Konate, like Konate can obviously do a job. So yeah, I think we're fine.
The only thing
my
prediction,
and I agree with you. And now I want to go to just before quickly I go to Alex. I just want to say I completely agree. Every time you go up against City, and this is the problem with all this P-word teams that go up against City, they're always worried about what City can offer, never worried about what they can offer. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Chelsea. I'm sorry, I'm going to give Chelsea credit here. When Chelsea played Manchester City, they didn't go, oh my God, City are this, City are that. No, they attacked them. They pressed them. They got opportunities. They got chances. And when it comes to Liverpool against City, I don't want to just sit back and, essentially wait for City to punch us to react. No. I want us to punch City in the first face, in City in the face first, sorry. And I want us to attack them. And that's exactly why my forward line is so offensive. I ain't trying to do all this park the bus crap. I love City. I respect City. Fuck City. Let's go and score. Let's go and.
I think Liverpool scores 2 and City scores 1. That's my prediction. And my reason for that prediction is because I think we are going to get a set piece goal. I think the corners are going to become important for me personally. I think it should become important in our game. We have the height for it. And another thing, I feel like Salah is going to score the winning goal. And if I had to bet, I'd probably say Nunez gets the assist, because Nunez only gets assists for Salah.
The only thing I want to push back just super quickly before the whole cooking happens. What basically we've only conceded 10 goals, right? But our expected goals is drastically higher than that. So we have an exception in net, right? City's midfield has been incredibly weak this season. And if you, like I said at the beginning, if you watch the Young Boys game, you watch the Brighton game, the Newcastle game, the Chelsea game, they get torn apart on the counter. The only issue is that they're not playing teams that are clinical enough to beat them at the end. Obviously, Chelsea were clinical enough, but it should have been 4-0 before Haaland got the penalty. Like, it should have been a completely different game. That game should have been closed and done after 25 minutes. So I think that we both have our weaknesses, and it's just that where City are weak, we're able to take more advantage, because I trust us taking advantage of the midfield more than I trust them taking advantage of Alisson, if that makes sense. Because I'll back Alisson against any team in the world, no matter what. I don't know if I can say the same thing about any defensive line in counterattack against Diaz, Nunez, and Salah. So
and on that note, I have to see you all. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for coming on, Adi. Thank you. Let's go to Alex now. He's been in the pressure cooker long enough. Go on, Alex.
Number 1, DJ Khalid. My question to you is, First of all, it's personal. This is personal. I'll give you advice, fashion advice. To wear
Staffy's
cap.
also coming on, so it's gonna be Alex and Staff.
To wear cap backwards. You need it's a fitted caps. You can't wear the cap that it's not fitted. Let me. It's just I know you have a bad hairline. That's the reason you use in the backwards. But I'm giving you fashion advice. You supposed to use the caps fitted. There we go. Now it's better. Now you're looking like a Chuck E. Cheese version of DJ Khalid. My question to you, and it's my scientific approach for it. Why is all Brazilians that has Italian names are shit players?
No. Why
What Martinelli, Jorginho, he's Italian Brazilian.
So was Jorginho shit for you? Yeah.
Yeah.
He was great.
No, Alex, don't say that.
Guy with the glasses of the telescope with toupee on it. Let me keep this guy for a second. I'll come back to you. Look, Jorginho, for me, it doesn't matter how it's for me. How is he for you?
He's been good.
I'm not an Arsenal fan. Season. He was doing the job. He was doing the job last season. He done what he needed to do. Came in.
Anyway, my point is about Martinelli. He is not that person. He's been better than Saka this season. You can say that. But for the position where he's playing, you cook all the Chelsea fans saying that, our forward line does not score. Our forward line does not score. How about
because
yours?
they don't.
What? He has one Premier League goal, but his name is not Marcus Rashford. I don't rate him.
Even Jackson 5 scored more. Even Jackson 5 scored more, and you trolling him.
Yes, that's
Eddie Nketiah has more than him. Just saying.
You're creating so many chances. That's the reason. That's the
And
reason.
you
do realize that because of us.
Suddenly,
no, hold on. Hold on.
No, that's why Szoboszlai better than Odegaard.
Players that we're missing in midfield.
Oh my word! Cry me a river.
Scientifically, in your words, yeah.
Scientifically,
by the stats, we are creating less chances than last year. Way less.
Okay. Why is that? Why is that?
Where is Staffy is the M. That's Staffy.
What do Tottenham and Arsenal have in common?
Hello, boys.
We're both in Chelsea pockets.
No
They're
European
bottle
clubs between them.
They're bottle jobs, both of them.
Wait, what did you say? What was the joke? Sorry, say it again.
Then what do Arsenal and Tottenham have in common?
Yeah, what do they have in common?
Said.
They're both bottle jobs, yeah.
Bottle jobs.
There we are. We weren't bottle jobs in 2019. I can tell you that.
Said.
Now,
My question to you: Who is the reason Martinelli is not firing the way he should be?
Mikel Arteta.
I think it's no.
Let me talk to DJ Khalid over here.
Eddie Nketiah.
Eddie Nketiah for sure.
Eddie Nketiah is the reason. You put
Eddie Nketiah is the reason why Martinelli is not scoring?
Let me give you the reason. You put Eddie Nketiah in the middle. He offers nothing to the build-up play. Not like how Jesus does. Yeah? He doesn't create the space for the wingers to come in and actually attack the goal properly. So whenever that Martinelli and whenever Saka play with Nketiah, you see a dip in their form.
How many assists does he have, Sad?
That is, I believe he has 2, I think.
Like 2.
Why I tell people
how
Trossard has to start, bro.
So how many did he have last season at this point?
He only had like 3 assists last season.
I'll tell you why.
Staffy's coming here on this. Staffy's coming here on this edgy vibe.
One second.
There's nobody on the edgy vibe. Said.
All I asked is how many assists does he have, and he's already complaining.
He had 3 assists last season. What's the point? He had 3.
1 second. If you're gonna defend your manager, Sad, and you're gonna say it's Nketiah's fault because Nketiah's more direct and he doesn't space basically like Gabriel Jesus does, then you're gonna say, okay, if he's more direct, then you're supposed to create more for him, right? Because Nketiah has like what 4 or 5 goals this season.
But he isn't that clinical. That's the issue. He isn't that good.
That's not the point. The point is how many chances has Martinelli created for him? him being a direct striker versus Jesus, who kind of spaces a little bit more. Because you can sacrifice the goals if you're getting the assists, but if you're getting neither, then you got to blame either the player or the manager.
Oh, we can ask you a question. Okay, can I ask you a question? Eddie Nketiah,
there's a bigger
Eddie
question
Nketiah
than
is
that.
a physical presence.
How
So
come?
number. Oh, wait, so can I answer the question? Eddie Nketiah is not a physical presence, so that's one. So that's one set of chances in the air that's restricted. So like that means you always have to create chances for him like on the ground, because he's not like an Ivan Toney or an Erling Haaland or one of those kind of strikers where it's like, oh, you know, he can whip the ball into the box, into the air, and he's gonna head the ball. Eddie Nketiah is like 5'11".
You don't have headers of the ball anyways,
Hold on
even
a
when
second.
Jesus
The reason
plays.
why you
Since when is
cannot
that?
say that you stuff it, the reason why this is the problem, like you cannot compare Arsenal this season based on only this season. You have to compare them to the last season, and only one reason why, it's because we see how they can do, and now we see what they doing. So the reason why we asking why they did that before, you blame it on whoever the guy is, like I don't know, Nketiah. I'm saying it's completely different. It's like you defending Arteta by slamming the guy that's not even playing.
That's what I'm saying. He should have
Alex,
the manager, but he doesn't let him.
System, it's not the same.
But hold on, because
You see,
are you lot not understanding? Are you lot not understanding? Can you hear me? Yeah. Are you lot understanding that we're also missing Granit Xhaka and we never replaced him? Yeah. This guy tried to.
That's my. Hold on.
You paid 65 million to replace Xhaka.
He tried to bring in Kai Havertz to replace him. It didn't work. So right now we're playing with no left eight. Yeah, he's trying to put Rice in that position. Rice is doing a decent job, but not the best job. Rice is better in the six. Bringing a proper.
No, Rice is always better on the right side of the midfield, no matter what.
Times am I gonna come on
He's
this
a number
channel
8,
and tell
bro.
you guys?
If you bring in no, he's not, bro. He's not. You bring in a proper 8. Yeah, let's say for instance we bring in Nicola Barella. Yeah, let's just say for instance.
Now you're gonna get Barella. Now you're gonna bring in Barella.
Let's talk about Barella, bro. Hassan, the next time you bring me on your channel, the next time I'm on your channel and we talk about United why they lost, I'm gonna start using excuses as if we sign Vinicius Jr. I'm gonna be like, Sam, let's talk if we're gonna sign
Barella won't
Vinicius
even
Jr.
pick up the phone to Arsenal.
Here's the thing. No.
Why
not?
Hussam and Stafi, let me ask you a question.
Why wouldn't Barella join Arsenal?
No, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question.
I want to hear Sam's opinion. Why wouldn't Barella join Arsenal?
Start removing people. We need
Bro,
to speak one at a time.
Barella would look at
Calm down, everyone, for a second.
I want actually ask.
Let me just say one thing. To attract world-class players like Nicolo Barella, you need to be a club of stature who has achieved something recently. Simple as. I'm gonna go even 1 second. Manchester United cannot attract Barella, just so you don't take it personally. Barella wouldn't sign for United right now because they're in a shit place. Why should he sign? So when you're talking Barella, if Liverpool decide to pay 100 million, if Man City, if Real Madrid, Barcelona, Bayern Munich, I'd say okay. But you haven't done anything yet to attract someone of the stature of Barella.
But Hussam, money talks. Money talks, though.
Look, here's the people that avoiding a big question.
He won't even negotiate.
Said. I know you said, like, I know.
Arsenal do not have
Let me ask you a genuine question. The problem started when you misprofile who you had in midfield and who you got in midfield. And the consequences of who you got in the midfield, and I don't think Havertz was the reason for Xhaka replacement. I don't think even that was in the planning. I think it was actually Rice all along the replacement. The problem is Rice is not even that player that Xhaka was for you last season. The problem is the way you played last season. The way you played last season, Martinelli had way more space to run at the defenders versus now. The problem is now your midfield is so slow that the actual players that you have up top, they cannot play against the defense that already set up. They cannot. You need to give them a space to run at the defenders. How you don't get that? Bro. Martinelli needs space to run against the defender. If he doesn't have that space, he's going to be irrelevant. Same as Saka.
Gabriel Jesus creates that space.
Oh my God!
Jesus-
No. You see, you have the same vision as most of a Chelsea fan. When Kai Havertz was at the Chelsea, he does everything right by moving. You know what he does bad? Not actually being in the box when you need him. That's the problem with the player forward that constantly moving. There's nobody to replace him in the box when he's not in the box.
No, but at least now Kai Havertz is a left back, so they can get rid of the flub Zinchenko.
Oh my God. Saad, do you agree with this? Just to confirm this quickly. Big up to Suraida, Terima Kasse. Thank you for the super chat, Suraida. Arsenal Gal in the building. Big up, Saad. We miss Shaka big time for real. Do you agree with this whole we miss Shaka stuff?
Yes. Whenever I hear him in the news, I see this guy 7 goals, 7 assists, bro. I'm like, bro, I don't know what's happened. We seriously missed out. We missed out, bro. The thing is, he wanted to leave, so there's not really anything we can do. He wanted.
Oh, that's not true. He wanted to leave, but that means that no. How old was Saka? How old was when he left? How old is he?
I think he's 30.
Yeah, that's his last contract, right? This is going to be his last contract, right?
Mm-hmm.
You didn't offer him enough as a left contract. I bet you money you didn't offer him enough years. He wanted more years, not technical salary.
He's supposed to leave a while ago.
Just one thing.
Always wanted to go back to Germany.
His wife wanted to go everything.
Sad. Sorry, one thing.
I didn't meet his wife, Khalid, Dr. DJ Khalid. I don't know his wife. All I know is you have one book behind your head, and you still don't know the ABCs from ABDs.
Let me just say one thing. The
ABDs
grass
is crazy.
Sad. The grass.
Yeah, that's how you read ABD.
Sad. The grass is always greener when you leave Arsenal. Now Xhaka is with a real Spanish legend playing for Xabi Alonso, not like the fraud Arteta, and he's sitting comfortably at top of the league.
in the Bundesliga.
The grass is
He
always
left him for his
greener
best
when you
friend.
leave Arsenal. The
He left
grass
him
is
for his
always
best
greener.
friend. That's a cheating story there.
Bro, this is
grass is always
loyal.
shameless. This is absolutely shameless.
These hoes ain't loyal. He left him for his best friend, Sad. And he was like, you know what? I want to go to the better manager. So he went to Xabi Alonso. I don't even blame him. I'd want to play for
the thing. Hold on. The thing is, yeah. Firstly, can we all come to a consensus here that I do not want to hear Man United fans speak about anything about managers. Yeah, please.
I do.
Please.
I do. I think Ten Hag is still better than Arteta.
Are you crazy? Pet from Wish.
Yes, I am. Did you just met me?
Oh my God. Alex,
Arteta copies every tactic, bro. Every tactic, my man.
I've noticed a lot of
The guy that can't
discrimination
even-
coming
the
from
guy-
Sad
the
when
guy
I
that
tried to
can't-
speak.
1 second, Sad. You know, Jacob, respectfully, you've been bitching in the chat for the last 2 hours. If you want to come in, already Jabs is here, Mike is here, who's the best American football content creator on earth. And then you've got Staffy as well, and you've got Saad. And Alex is here.
And you got Mohamed, this fraud Mohamed.
Jacob, if you want to stop bitching in the chat, I'll send you the link. Come bitch over here instead of bitching.
Arteta
on the
watches
chat, doing our
Man
head.
City games with a notebook and a pencil, bro. He watches Man City with a notebook and
Yo, by the way,
pencil.
why is Mohamed here? I've been waiting for Mohamed to speak.
Yeah,
What kind of
hold on.
bullshit he have for us today?
Bro,
has
I'm
to-
waiting to see the.
Can Mohamed speak?
Yeah. He needs to give the whole take on who's better than Mohamed Salah, and I need
Y'all
to
can
see.
hear me, right?
I need
Y'all
to see
can hear me?
Husam's reaction. Yeah.
Unfortunately,
We
can't
also
hear
can see you to pay too, so make sure you represent.
You to pay.
You guys can. You
Yeah,
guys can pay,
this
right?
guy just copies
You
League
guys
Gunner
can hear me?
steak, bar for bar. Yeah, تفضل. Mo Salah can't play football. He just scores tackles.
The Arab League Gunner.
Which agenda do you which
League Gunner
agenda do
from
you want me to run
Palestine.
right now?
تفضل أخوي.
Welbeck.
Which agenda do you want me to run?
Welbeck.
Defend your glasses. That's like a telescopic
Okay,
view.
let me tell you guys what this guy
Mohamed,
told me
I
the
wanna-
other day. He said that the winger of the century, the discussion should be between Hazard and Mahrez, and Salah shouldn't be in it. He said that the other day. And Mike Dask can
Yo, even I will not go on that agenda.
It's between Salah.
Bro, he rates Danny Welbeck over Mohamed Salah.
No,
See,
no,
this
it's
is-
between
this is
Salah
the
and
disease.
it's between Salah and Hazard. But let me ask you, Liverpool fans, one question.
Okay, يا أخي 1 second. There's no
There
ask.
is no.
Let this guy with the disease answer. تفضل جابر.
I-
Go ahead.
Mahrez and Hazard are way better, bro, than Mohamed Salah.
Tell us why.
What?
He's gonna say they're ballers.
Just
There
by
we go.
watching them, bro.
I
By
saved
watching
you.
them.
With those glasses, man, you better be. You have X-ray vision, man.
Give us a reason. Give us a reason.
What was the reason?
Articulate.
This
your
guy
argument.
with those glasses, the guy walks in the wall and he didn't hurt his penis, he hurt his nose.
Come on,
I'm dead. Man said just by watching them, bro.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, Panda.
It
Here's the
depends on
thing.
what you want. Like,
I
if
think
you
we
guys
all
want
rate them
output-
here on a technical level, okay? I think we can all look at Mahrez and we can look at Hazard and say, yo, they were absolute ballers. So silky on the ball and all that. But how can
Mahrez
I
has
say
the second-
Mahrez is in the
second best first
conversation?
touch in Premier League history.
But here's the thing. How can I say Mahrez is in the conversation for being winger of the century when he spent the last 2-3 years on the bench? Like, it just makes no sense. Like,
He
he can
hasn't
be
really
as silky
spent
as
on the
you
bench.
want. He's easy on
Not
the eye
really.
to watch versus Salah. I agree with you, but that's not what we're using. When people are saying who's the winger of the century, no one is saying who had a better first touch. People are saying, okay, what did they accomplish?
Staffy.
Yes, sir.
Egyptian bias aside.
Yeah,
you
I don't
know
even
damn
like
well-
Salah. Everyone
you
knows
know
that.
damn
They
well.
call me a Salah hater.
Mahrez is better than Salah, bro. You just know.
No,
damn
no,
well
we
he's better.
don't know. You see, the problem is I cannot come up here, guys. Hatem Ben Arfa better than Ronaldo. We all know. Don't say dumb shit and
On
then don't
ability,
explain
I
it.
mean, if I
No one
speak-
interrupt him.
if I
Explain it.
speak-
Yalla, تفضل. Tell me what ability.
Say it again.
What ability? Yalla, go ahead. Explain it. When you have an opinion, you have to explain it. Explain your opinion.
Explain ability.
Yeah, explain your
What
opinion.
ability does he have?
What are you asking me to explain?
What ability does he have? Does he have...
Articulate your
Mahrez
reasoning
has-
as to why you believe these things.
Mahrez has the
Convince-
second best first touch in Premier League history. The second best.
What?
No, he doesn't.
Bergkamp-
No, he doesn't. No,
The
he
guy
doesn't.
has a touch of touch of a rapist, man.
Bergkamp's the best player in Premier League.
Yo, Alex. Alex, bro, they will
is
cancel
on
me.
a whole
Relax,
nother
man.
level. He's a whole nother level. Man.
Cannot
No.
say, Alex, cannot say shit like this.
Mohammed.
Bro. Come on.
Okay,
I
sorry.
think Alex said artist. That's what he said.
Convince
Artist.
me.
Gangster, bro. I'm
Also,
telling you.
Jacob, what the
Convince me
fuck is
why
going
you
on
are
with this
correct.
shit background as well? Is that
I
fucking
can name
aimed on
name
both?
many wingers better than Mohamed
You're
Salah.
so
He's trying to
close.
be Aquaman.
Stop naming.
He's finding a Nemo. Hussam, he's looking for
Okay,
Nemo.
everyone stop interrupting. Can you just explain your opinion, or are you just gonna keep yap? Explain.
Yeah,
My
and can
opinion
you
on-
say who has the best touch? Because you said he has the second best touch. Who had the best touch?
This is so cringy. Who
Dennis
has the best
Bergkamp,
touch?
the best player in Premier League history.
Okay.
The guy with
La hawla wa la
see,
quwwata
first of all,
illa
no one
billah.
interrupt. This is how I know he's just copying Lee Gunner's answers. So this is
I swear, wallahi, I'm not,
jabs.
bro. Wallah.
Anytime Lee Gunner is speaking, this is him writing, and he just says the same
No,
shit.
no.
How about you?
Regurgitation.
First of all, you're about 16. You never watched Dennis Bergkamp. You just
I'm
heard
not
Lee Gunner
16,
say
I'm
he's the best
18,
player
bro.
in history. So you're just saying the same shit. Second of all, you call yourself a Man United fan. You have a player in your own history who has a much better touch than Mahrez. His name is Dimitar Berbatov.
Thank
His
you.
first touch-
Damn,
best
what a
first
player
touch-
was. What a
I
player.
have him
That's
on third.
number-
Yeah, he played for
Number
Spurs.
three,
Shout
one
out
second,
Berbatov
one
for
second.
that.
Number
There
three,
you are.
the disease.
What
that
about
people like
Fulham?
you- people, yeah, let me speak. The problem with you is you have a disease. Your disease is in your brain, not in your eye. The disease is as follows. You
So
see
what
a
I
guy
said
dribbling-
is wrong, but what you said is okay, Hussam?
Yes,
Well,
Okay,
you
yes.
used the R word. You
Yes.
can't say
Basically,
Yes.
wait.
Yes.
So you think
I
you
don't
think
use the
Salah
R
is better
word.
because
Now let me
he gets more
speak.
goals.
Let me tell you the disease because I've diagnosed you. You have the I get an erection when I see dribbling disease. That's your thing. Anytime any winger makes two dribbles, I'm hard. Oh my God.
That's
he's
how you
better
get
than Martinelli.
STDs.
He's better than Mo Salah. He's better than all of them. Ya akhi, first of all, when it comes to Mo Salah, what separates me?
I've watched him this
Ya
season.
akhi, let
He's
me
been
speak.
trash.
Any next guy to interrupt me, I'm removing you. What separates Michu from Harry
You're
Kane
lagging.
is Michu done it for 1 year and Harry Kane done it for 10 years. That's what separates them. The thing that separates elite players from very good players, from average players, is consistency. That's why Bruno Fernandes should never be in a conversation with Gerrard and Lampard. Why? Gerrard and Lampard done it for 20 years, while Bruno Fernandes done it for a year and a half, and then he dipped. So consistency is key. I have a guy who came in from the Serie A after failing at Chelsea, and from season 1 was one of the best players in the league and continued to remain consistent for the last 5, 6, 7 years. And on top of that, has worked on himself and improved his craft, because Mo Salah right now is a better playmaker and a better dribbler than the Mo Salah that first walked in. If you're watching 2023 Mo Salah and you're going like he's just a goal scorer,
I've watched him
then
adapt.
then
I've given
then
him credit.
then one
I give him
second.
credit for adapting.
If you're calling this version of Mo Salah just a goal scorer, then you just don't know ball. Then you don't appreciate
No, he's not,
players
he's not.
improving. Because the pass,
I see his...
let me land. The pass that Mo Salah alone, first game of the season, made to Luis Diaz, that assist, you can count on your fingers the wingers in world football that can make that pass, including Mahrez, including Hazard. You have to be great to make a pass like that. That's not a regular winger pass. So to come up here and to just say, if you want to say Mahrez and Hazard are more aesthetically pleasing to watch, I have no problem with that. That doesn't mean they have more ability. If you want to say they're better passers, deeper, no problem. But if you want to say in the final third, there is no one I'm taking in the final third as a passer. Mo Salah is a better passer in the final third than both for me. Because if I need someone to make me a killer pass, I'm taking Mo Salah. And he's proven it consistently.
Hazard has that ability too.
And also, the final point, one second, final point. You putting Mahrez in this conversation is also very disrespectful to Hazard. Hazard is a top 3 winger in this Premier League for me, Premier League history. It's Ronaldo, Salah, and Hazard. Not in any order. Those 3 are the best 3. Right there are the best 3. Riyad Mahrez, people like to rewrite history, respectfully. He was on Manchester City's bench for like 60% of the time. If you want to have a 6th man of the year conversation, who's the Lou Williams of the Premier League? I'll tell you, Riyad Mahrez. He's the Jamal Crawford. He's the Lou Williams of the Premier
That's
League.
why I blame him, because he sat.
We have never heard.
He's the ZH of Chelsea.
One second. We have never heard Lou Williams getting compared or Jamal Crawford getting compared to Kobe Bryant, because that's not how it works. Because when you have volume and you have consistent thing, that's just how it goes. Riyad Mahrez essentially played half a season every year. And half of that half a season was in the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup. So you're essentially telling me he's basically just nicer to watch, which I have no problem with. Mahrez is nicer to watch. That doesn't mean he's a better footballer than Salah. He's not. No, I'm done.
By the way, hold on. By the way, this guy said that he watched Beckham. The guy Matash is not connected with each other yet, and he knows whose Beckham is, man. Give me a break, man.
Ronaldo can dribble. Hazard
Alex
can
is
dribble.
so fucked up, bro.
Mahrez can dribble. Giggs can dribble. Can Salah dribble? He can't dribble.
Of course he can. He shut down Martinez. Have you not seen that goal that he scored against City? Where he dropped Bernardo Silva. Do you not remember that?
Dribbling?
Do you not remember
basing everything on dribbling?
When City and Liverpool were going head to head all those years.
How can I take someone seriously who just said Salah can't dribble?
Mahrez was
irrelevant. He just said Salah can't dribble.
If you put cones in front of him, he's not going to dribble in and out of it cleanly, bro.
There's a difference between close control. Listen, there's a difference between close control and dribbling. If you're talking about Salah's close control, especially in a final third, maybe against a low block, that's not his strength. But to say Salah can't dribble, Salah dribbles just a little bit differently than what you're talking about. There's players that can dribble in between traffic, and there's players that can dribble in
I was
space.
gonna say same thing.
That's what Salah's best ability is.
There's a style to dribble.
Whereas
There's
someone
a
like
style to dribble.
I just don't see it when I watch him. Like when I watch him,
Dude, I think you have a problem. I don't want to say it again because I will be. Someone's gonna yell at me, so I'm not gonna say why you have a problem.
Yeah,
but everybody, I'm not gonna say it, but everybody thinks of it though. So what I'm saying is the problem is you think that it's only one way of dribble. There's a plenty of way to dribble. You can dribble like Mudryk, using you kick the ball forward and you can chase it. You can dribble like Sterling. You can run like Sterling, like somebody shot you in the ass with an arrow, but that's not everybody. You see what I'm saying? Hazard using
By the way,
his
Ronaldo
low
in
gravity.
United was that type of dribbler that we're talking
Exactly.
about.
You like, for example, look,
Hazard dribbled in 2 different ways, and both of them were going for the Ballon d'Or.
Hazard dribbles by putting his lower gravity down. Hazard was dribbled by lower gravity. That's how he dribbles. It's hard to defend against those kind of players because you cannot abuse the kids. That's how he looks when he dribbles against you. He looks short, stocky, and you can just push him down. You get free kick. That's how Hazard. Salah's dribble opposite. He raised the body up. His lower gravity doesn't exist. He raised and he runs on the toes. You just need better glasses than what you have right now. And when you mustache connect with each other, then you can talk to grown-ups about the
Take
background.
Mohannad's glasses. Free Mohannad's glasses.
I don't know. Every time I watch Salah, he'll give the ball away because of a bad touch. He'll get just too many things, bro.
What game are you
watch
watching?
sometimes.
First of all, that's hold on, Hussam, please.
Couple of
It's
loose touches
again,
here and there. I don't know.
it's a different story because the way Klopp plays, he does not support close control ball players. He does not position players close to him. So if you know this and you're saying it, of course, why are you using it against them? And I hate Liverpool more than any club in the world, and I'm defending that Salah. Look, it doesn't matter.
When Salah dribbles,
maybe you don't
it's
hate them
effective
enough.
dribbling.
I don't know.
When Salah
Exactly.
dribbles, he puts players down. He dribbles using his space. And let me just immediately just end this stupid debate right here. First of all, Liverpool 90% of the time under Jurgen Klopp will play against a low block. 90% of the teams will always play low block against us. So this whole idea that he can't dribble against a low block is silly, because then he would essentially be a failure as a winger, because we play him 90% against low blocks. Second of all, the idea that he can't dribble in tight spaces is also false, because anytime you watch Liverpool, this is something that Arsenal fans complain about with Saka. Every time you watch Liverpool, there's 2-3 guys on Salah minimum. There's never a football game I've watched where Mo Salah has so much space to run into. He always has to dribble in tight spaces. For me, Mo Salah's consistency, Mo Salah's output, Mo Salah's consistent improvement, this version of him that I'm seeing right now is the best version I've seen. And also, when you're talking about the first touch, just before the international break against Brentford, I think it was Trent that played the ball over the top. Brentford goalkeeper came out trash. When he came out trash, he literally controlled it with his foot and directly shot it with his weak foot into the goal. These are not players that don't have a bad touch. You're just regurgitating the shit that people are saying, essentially.
Again,
because everything you just said, Lee Gunner said, and I cooked them about it on the
again,
terrace.
add to you. To even you see, this is where the DJ Khalid comes with fake hairline in a conversation. When he brings up the Martinelli conversation, the reason Martinelli is not in the conversation, because you can see he has to be used specifically in one way, so he will be a better player.
He's not intelligent enough.
You see what I'm saying? Salah went through all. He went through all. He went through low blocks seasons. He went through the rock and roll season. He went through all kinds of seasons, because remember, Pep Guardiola did not play all seasons same way. First couple of seasons with Pep came in, he had to adapt, because he understood that it needs to be not only technical players, it needs to be physicality present. That's when Salah started to adapt to that. Remember another thing, even including Chelsea fans said that no, Salah is not going to do what he did in Italy. There's not enough space. Did he prove us wrong? No, he did the same thing. But how many seasons Martinelli is playing in the Premier League? DJ Khalid?
Huh?
3 seasons. Yeah. What's special about Martinelli in 3 seasons?
Nothing.
Bro, he's direct, man. He's a direct
kicks
player,
and runs
down. Well, he should be direct in traffic then. If he's that good as a director, or direct movies, he's direct.
Hold on, I've seen him cut through players.
The problem is Jabs is describing Salah like describing Rashford. That's the problem.
No, I think I was trying to put conversation between the turtleneck on the top of the right and the DJ Khalid. Maybe they will come together and actually understand that they're talking about the same player. It's not Salah, it's Martinelli.
Listen, before
I like
go,
Martinelli.
Before I go,
I do like Martinelli, by the way.
Before I go, I want to change the topic. Yeah.
No, you're not gonna change the topic.
Hold on, Alex. Alex, 1 second.
Where are you going, Sad?
1 second.
Where are you going, Sad?
Yeah, I need to go.
Why are you running?
Sad, if you make this
we all know why he's leaving. We all know why he's leaving.
Hold on. Hold on.
He doesn't want me to get
Muhammad,
Saad, is it true you're ducking the Jacob test?
Okay, I'll wait for Jacob. But Muhammad, can you just explain to everybody why you rate Anthony Martial still? Why do you rate him as a player?
All I must say is, if I speak, I'm in big trouble. So I
Yeah,
can't
you're already in trouble.
Speak. You've been in trouble since you mentioned Salah and Mahrez in the same.
He's been at United for 10 years.
Oh God.
What does he still have to prove?
He doesn't have.
Well,
any
he's the one that
to
had
anybody.
Ballon d'Or clause in him.
Who?
So
What is the
so
reason?
you
Come on.
guys made my head hot and made me argue with a Martial guy. Oh my god! I
No,
should've
no, you
known.
want to hear
Yeah.
the worst one? Actually,
Can I call him now? Can I call him now, Hassan? What I want?
No, Alex, we can't do that. But
No,
listen,
no,
let me
no,
tell you
no,
something.
no.
I love Martial, but I can admit that Martial is washed. That's the difference. What's going on here? What's this?
Like, come on, bro. Come on. What the fuck?
Edgar.
Muhammad, go watch Salah's Puskas Award goal.
It was a shit goal.
Wait, the way he said
That was
Puskas
the worst.
is
That's the
so
worst
funny.
Puskas goal I've
Listen,
ever
it's
seen.
probably one of the worst.
It wasn't
That's
even
all
all
you
that.
can
It wasn't even all that.
Find a brick wall and talk to it.
Hey,
Okay, that's all I got.
prime Anthony
But
Martial.
hold on, guys.
He's the best player in the Premier League history.
Let me piss you guys even more.
Who said he's the best player in Premier League history? Who said that?
Who said what?
He just said that
No one
Anthony
says that.
Martial is the best player in Premier League history.
No, he didn't. No way he said that.
No, I didn't.
Okay, so
What are
then
y'all talking about, bro?
Anyways, let me tell you what Mohammed said the other day. On one of my shows, he told me at halftime when we were losing the game, I forgot which game it was. He said that Donny van de Beek is the best midfielder we have in the club.
Second.
Oh, you can already tell the type of guy he is. Halas. He's just, you cannot teach him football. It's just over. I'll be honest with you.
Hey, how can you not rate?
Can we go to
How
Jake
can you
real
not
quick?
rate
Because I need to go, man.
Where
You
is
can
Jacob?
rate
I think
someone
Jacob's
without saying
cooking,
he's the
no?
best player.
Yeah, I'm right here. I'm right
Jacob's
here.
looking
I'm
for
not
the
just.
Nemo.
Hey, right now, I'm sorry I can't show you my beautiful face. Just right now, I'm
Pause.
cooking for my son, and I ain't talking about Saad, okay?
cool.
I'm talking about my real life son,
There you are.
not my virtual
Wow.
son.
He said, "I'm looking for my
Okay.
son." Where the hell are you, bro?
Staffy, you were supposed to be taking a nap. To my other son, you were supposed to be taking a nap, so you weren't so grumpy for the show later. But here we are.
Who takes a nap at 7
Yo,
p.m.?
Before I
Staffy.
I was
before I
tired,
go,
Alex.
before I go,
I can't take a nap.
free Sancho, free the ballers, free
يا
Emma
أخي بقى
Diallo, free
خلاص
everybody,
بقى
free.
يا
كرهتني
زلمه
في
انت
سانشو
انقلع من هون يا زلمه روح
كرهني في سانشو واللي جابوا
روح يا
سانشو. I used
زلمه
to
روح
love سانشو until
روح
Mohammed
انقلع
spoke
روح
about him والله.
Sancho, this Sancho my ass يا اخي.
Made my brain hurt.
Chelsea, United, City, Spurs, Old Castle. Who cares? You'll never walk alone. Big up to you, Sharif, man. By the way, I think Chelsea are beating Newcastle. You heard it here first. You heard it here first. I
Yeah.
said it on A-listers. Yes,
They have so many injuries, so probably will happen. Can we have Hamza's brother on A-listers if they win, please?
Big up to you, Sharif. I appreciate you, Habibi.
Who, Saad?
Can we
Is it
what?
Hamza's brother?
No, can we have Hamza's brother?
No,
What
his
real life
actual brother. His actual brother.
Oh.
His actual
His
brother.
actual brother
You
supports.
started all this
supports
sad
Newcastle.
with this Martinelli shit. Should have just left it alone. You know, yesterday.
I technically started
Let
today
Jacob
because
go,
I'm the
man.
one who chatted shit. So
You know what's scary? Let me tell you what's scary. The fact that yesterday I was watching Brazil, number 7 is Martinelli. Wallahi, football fell off, guys. It just fell off. You know,
Yeah,
Bro,
but
Brazil,
did you see the bomb defender? Did you see how we conceded the goal?
I think
I'll
Brazil
be
became
so
shit
honest
and
with
then
you.
Arsenal
That's
played
Gabriel
them.
Magalhaes' fault as well. You know what's mad?
No.
Brazil.
Yeah, Gabriel got dunked on. Sad.
Gabriel
He
got
did.
dunked
Bro,
on.
since when
Yeah,
did
bro.
Brazil
He
have...
Gabriel was poor.
Shaquille O'Neal break the backboard style dunk. You know what I'm talking about?
Bro,
Bam.
since when? Listen, since
I'm
when did
surprised he
Brazil
didn't
have...
fall down and play the injury like he's hurt. Or
Since when did
Yeah, like he's
Brazil have
Gabriel
Arsenal
Jesus.
players in the national team? You know, they need to go back to the roots, go back to the favelas, pick up those bowlers from the favelas, and make Brazil
Arsenal
great
gonna
again.
beat Brentford.
Yes, we should do. Of course.
We'll see about that.
There you go.
You know,
It's that Arteta mindset. That Arteta mindset.
This guy thinks I'm Chelsea, bro. Like,
Dad, let me warn you. If you don't beat Brentford, I'm coming to the Ahwa with a jar of honey.
this guy with the NASA jacket gonna tell me about, oh, you pick with Chelsea.
This guy
Yo,
thinks
DJ
it's Chelsea,
Khalid, stick to the gravity. Stick to the gravity.
Yeah.
Man.
Another one.
Listen, it's okay. It's okay. It's fine. Bro, it's just because you lost to Brentford. It's all right, man.
Another
no need to get heated, bro.
Dad, if you lose to
Don't get
Brentford, I'm
insecure.
pulling up to the Ahwa with a jar of honey. Wallahi. Wallahi, I'm going to pull up with a jar of honey.
By the way, guys, Ahwa tomorrow, inshallah, at 11 as well. Saad gonna be here.
I gotta go. I'll see you later. Sad.
See ya.
Why you have name
I
Sad?
am-
Is always you sad? Is that why?
You know
like,
what's
your mom
funny?
was like
You know
sad?
what's
was
actually
sad?
hold on. You know what's actually funny? Sad
Yeah.
was supposed to be my middle name. You know that?
You know
My
what
middle
sad
name was
means?
actually my
Okay,
first
what
name.
is the joke about it? What's funny
My
part
first,
about it?
my first name was actually
His
supposed
first
to be
name is
Muhammad.
Win.
No, my first name. my first name was actually supposed to be Muhammad. You know.
No, you know what's funny,
love-
Alex? His
I
No,
name
we'll
in
call you
Arabic.
sad. We'll call you sad no matter
Alex,
what.
Let me give you. Let me
you know
just
what
tell
it
you
means?
something. Let me tell you something quickly in Arabic. You know what "sad" means in Arabic?
You
It's a
cut me
word
off to say
derived
what I'm
from
about to
happiness.
say. All right.
Do
Yeah,
what?
it's derived from happiness. Sad.
Yeah, sad means happiness. But
Yeah,
in
sad
English,
is
it means,
happiness.
it means sadness.
Yeah. Look,
I bring you happiness, guys.
But in
It's the
English,
meaning of
you're
my
sad.
name.
It's crazy. You're both emotions.
I'll
in
see you
one.
later. Sad happiness.
Love,
Later,
love
guys.
for the love, Alex, man. Love for the love.
See you guys.
Bye, Alex. Bye. Anyways,
Alex is
guys,
just
I'm
being
gonna go
savage,
continue
wallah,
my
it's
nap.
legit.
I'm gonna
So
go.
you just
continue.
came in here to just chat shit stuff, yeah?
Bro, I spoke
Talk
to
to
everyone
me.
but
Talk
you.
to
Why
me
you
about
such?
Onana. Talk to me about Onana.
He has the
Onana.
second highest clean sheets in the league, and the
You're such a
third
fraud.
and the third highest.
You're
You
such
told
a
me to talk
fraud.
about him. I didn't bring him
You
up.
deserve nothing.
Why
You
the fuck
deserve
would you ask
nothing,
me?
bro.
Here's the thing about this. See, I'm
Speak to
happy
him
that
about
Mike Das.
honestly. Speak to
Listen,
him. Speak
I'm
about him
happy that
honestly.
Mike Das is here. He asked me to speak about a player. I gave him the stats, and he's like, "You're such a fraud." Did I bring it up, Sam?
He's such a stats merchant, bro. He's such
Bro,
a
you told me to
stats
talk
merchant.
about him. I
Bro,
just told you he has the second highest clean
Hold
sheets.
on, hold on. Listen to what Hassam's playing. Listen to what Hassam's playing.
And Hassan, don't say anything about this when I say it. I think this guy's the best goalkeeper in the world. Now, don't tell me
He left.
this, Allison, that.
I was just gonna say he left. He left. He left. He left. Oh my
You
god.
know what it is for me? In that exact moment, it's Hassan's reaction. This is the problem with these fucking fans.
Yeah, I can actually play the whole clip right here. 1 second. Let me play the whole clip. Because I told him this is the problem with this fucking fan base. I told him to his face. Here, listen.
You're a big fan of Andre Onana, yeah? Listen, I've seen your tweet.
No, this is the long version. We don't want the context. We want to dunk on him without context.
Sam, don't say anything about this when I say it. I think this guy's the best goalkeeper in the world. Now, don't tell me Allison this, Allison that. You stick to your man, I stick to my man. This is the problem with this fan base. We can live in peace. No, this is not a problem. This is the problem with this fucking fan base. It's not a problem. You guys keep saying Arsenal fans are bad. I swear you're worse than them. I swear.
Hey, wallah, you're too
And
funny.
Hassam, don't say anything about this when I say it.
Who's the person
But
in the
Onana's
middle one?
best
Why do they have my
goalkeeper in the
picture? You absolute weirdo. Who's the guy in the middle?
Yeah, who do you think
Vel.
he is,
Oh,
bro?
Vel.
It's
No
Vel,
wonder
bro.
why this guy has so many pictures. Khalas.
He's twisting it.
Vel has everyone's picture.
I was like, he has my picture with a white background. Wallahi, I was creeped out. But listen, I'm gonna go anyways. But listen, guys, thank you for having me.
How many keepers in the league are better than Onana, Staffy? On a real?
2.
Who?
What?
2. Allison and Edison. Nothing changed.
And Vicario that keeps sucking off.
I was gonna say, didn't you just vote for Vicario on Team of the Year? You absolute fraud, Staffy.
Okay. Hold on. Did you
This
hear
is
the
the
question?
only time that I match with Spurs
Can I-
and say that Vicario is miles clear of
Can I-
Onana, yeah?
Miles
Let's
clear of
let's just
Onana,
drop
though.
that.
Can I speak? You asked me
what
who's
is going on
you
here,
asked me who's ahead of him. Okay, you didn't say based on this season only. Because
See,
as far as I remember, Vicario wasn't in the Champions League final.
One can save the ball with their fingers. One cannot. That's end of discussion as far as goalkeeping.
Allison.
How many clean
Ederson,
sheets does he have?
Vicario.
Pope
is not better than enough.
Emi Martinez.
Pope can't. Yeah, I don't even know about that.
Anyways, you guys. As
So
much
you want to
as-
do United prop now, Mike? It's
No,
just 'cause-
no,
so
no.
Staffy has you on his channel for American
That is
Waffle,
not.
and now you want to do
That's not. First off,
Look
you
at that.
You and your
Look at the
agenda.
floppity flops.
You
know
and
what,
your
let me
agenda.
say something
You and your
before Mike
agenda.
goes.
Vel,
Let me
can you
say
stop
something.
changing pictures? You're confusing
First
me
of all, I suggested to Staffy to bring Mike Das on. Second
Wallahi,
of all,
wallahi,
Staffy,
he did
be
not.
quiet. Second of all-
Expose him, Hussein.
Bro,
Expose
wallahi,
him.
he did not.
Second
This
of
is
all,
what
let me
pisses
just say
me off,
something
bro.
quickly. Let me just say something quickly. Second of all, I want 10% royalty on any super chat that addresses Mike Das in any episode of American Waffle because he's my recruit.
Okay,
So,
just to prove
you
it,
know-
that you're a waffler, and I'll let Mike Das himself tell you, me and Mike Das, along with my American crew, we've been playing FIFA for the past 2-3 weeks off stream, and we invite
So
Mike
what?
every time. So I
So
did
what?
not invite him on a show because you told me to invite him.
That's
I've
a
been
lie. I
speaking
put
to
in a
Mike
good
for
word.
weeks.
That's a lie. Why you
No,
lying?
wallahi, I did not invite you because you
So you're
said
just
that.
gonna lie publicly?
The thing is, listen, you love to glaze over yourself so much and give yourself a pat on
Oh,
the back
there you
every
are.
time
There
something
you are.
happens.
There
You
are.
don't want to say, "Oh, listen, Mike Das is just a good content creator and
Mike,
Sam's a
that's
good
is amazing.
recruiter."
Why the fuck you think I got him to
So what
co-host
does that
a
have to do
2 hour?
with you? Why does everything have to do with Hussein?
No. First of all,
Don't you see how
have
you're
hearing problem.
self-conceited here?
Y'all hear that
First of all,
hurt
you have
in
hearing
Safi's
problem.
voice? Why does it have to be all the same?
You know what, Jacob? I heard you're not making it on the show today.
Good. I want to give you my free work anyway, you slut.
All right. So how about
Hey,
you?
problems in the American waffle camp. Let's go. Beef.
You know what? I'd rather invite Saad than invite you. How about that?
Saad's gonna be asleep.
Then it's really going to be a waffling show because he's going to be like, Martinelli's so good. Did you see that one time he dribbled into the
So this
ether
is
and then he just
this
disappeared
is-
like Matthew
hold on,
McConaughey?
hold on. This right here is Jacob, yeah, another one of these dumb freaking Tottenham fans that seem to think
There
that
you go,
Saliba
taking
is
personal
not as
shots.
good.
There you go. That's how you
hold
always
on.
start out our debates.
There you are.
There you go.
and I was
Personal
getting
shots
ready
as soon
to
as he
kill
starts.
this
That's all he could do. Here's this dumb. I love the adjective, by the way. Very creative. 4 letters. Did that take you all day to think of?
Yes, it did. Yes, but listen, this is one of these dumb Spurs fans, yeah, that seem to think that Romero is better than Saliba. Yeah, there's so many. Of them
Oh,
that
one
are
second.
testing the waters, bro.
Since you want to call people dumb, everyone be quiet. Saad, yalla, read this and address it publicly. Go on.
Ramsdale
Go
is
on.
better than Allison and Edison put together. That's my humble opinion. Yeah, I don't know what he's smoking, bro.
That's an Arsenal fan. What do you have to say about dumb Arsenal fans? Go
No,
on.
no, no,
Allah
no,
is
no,
speak.
no.
Let's
Big
make
Listen,
that
big
together.
You have
The
to
thing is,
speak. You're
yeah,
full screen.
Hold on. There's a difference between being dumb and being passionate about your team and backing them no matter what. Yeah.
So saying
There's a big
Ramsdale is better
difference.
than Allison is passionate.
It's passion, bro. Yeah, it's trying to.
So we
you're
can
trying to
say,
motivate.
hold on.
There's a difference between. There's a
Hey, you
difference.
know who
Wait,
else uses passion as
We're
an
not gonna do
excuse for
that.
their
Wait.
stupidity?
Did you see how
There's a
shameless
difference
this guy? No, hold on. I'm gonna speak here. You are telling me this guy. What? Please, no one speak. You're saying this guy is passionate because he said Ramsdale is better than Allison and Edison, but you almost crucified me because I said Unana's better than Pope. Are you mad here? You're crazy. You're absolutely crazy.
Hey, listen, man. If you want
Hey,
us to give,
listen, man,
Onana,
shut up,
if
bro.
If you want
This is
us
why
to,
I called
if
you
you
the
want us to
Moroccan
give,
Miguel.
if you want us to give Onana prop, it's fine. We can give.
I
him
didn't
prop.
ask you, bro. You
He
asked
might be
about
good.
Unana. I
He might
never
be.
asked you about
He'll
it.
be good. He'll be good at kicking. Yes, he can kick
Saad,
the
say
ball,
wallah,
but
you
his
just
wrists
called
are
this
made of
passion.
spaghetti.
Now you're just
You should have asked Safi about Luke Shaw. That's his new boyfriend. He's been, just wait till we get Luke Shaw back. Oh, just wait till Luke Shaw come back. Everything be okay.
No way.
Wait, hold on. This guy yesterday had it. Listen, let me tell you something about this fraud, Jacob. Go to his stream yesterday. Hold on, wallah, I'm not even joking. Go to his stream yesterday. He had a picture of Cuti Romero on a fucking swing on his stream. But he's saying,
What's the relevancy? What's the relevancy?
You have a picture of your player on a swing in your
What's the
stream.
relevancy?
And not
What's
that
the
one, Sam. It
relevancy?
was on his stream yesterday. Because if you want to say my boyfriend, bro, how about we talk about why you have a personal picture of Romero saved on your fucking
It's not
laptop?
a personal picture. He put it on Instagram. It's for all of social media in the
So
world
why
to
do
see
you have
you
it saved?
fraud.
I don't have any personal pictures
He
of
didn't
Luke
send
Shaw
that. He
saved.
didn't send that to me. And if he did, I would still broadcast it.
Hold on while I cook you here, because I'm
Yeah, you
making,
need me to hold on
I'm
because if I move
I'm
at all and
making,
look
I'm
like
making
Onana,
sen-
you can't
listen,
even keep
listen.
track of the ball's flight,
I'm
can you?
I'm
Yeah,
making
move
some
just left
Texan
to right a little
barbecue.
bit.
I'm making
Now
some
you're getting
Texan
shook.
barbecue right
Man's
now.
looking like
I'm not listening to you.
Taysom
I'm not
bite him.
listening to you. I'm not listening to you. I'm not listening to you. Listen, you can waffle all you want. You can waffle all you want. You have a picture of your player saved on your desktop. While I come on the stream and I talk about tactics, I don't have a picture of Luke Shaw on a fucking swing and explaining why he's my favorite player. And every time someone asks me, why do you rate him? You say, well, Leo Messi said this, Leo Messi said that. How about you make a real opinion about him as a footballer, and you come to us and you actually talk football instead of waffling and embarrassing yourself? Because the reason people cook us and they say these Americans waffle, well, maybe it's because
Cue
of
the
the
Academy
mistakes
Award
like
music.
that,
This guy in
like
his
saying
fucking
Romero's the
monologue.
best
Jesus
center back in the
Christ.
fucking league.
A swing is wild. I'm not gonna lie. A swing is wild.
Bro, he
Motherfucker
was
has a
on
picture of him in a
vacation,
swing,
and I
bro.
love my players. So what? I don't give
That's
a damn. You're
wild.
not
A
up here
swing is
flaming
Just a
Mike
wild.
Dawes
picture,
because he
bro.
likes Darwin Nunez, are you?
So why
No,
are you
you're
flaming me?
because I
Hold
have
on.
content
So
and I'm
you
a
just
content
proved yourself as a
creator.
hypocrite. Why are you flaming me because I said our build-up is going to be better when we get back Luke Shaw?
Bro was so gassed to get Luke Shaw. Yeah, that's what I said.
You know what? This Hussam, I apologize.
You guys love the
Let me say something. I apologize to Hussam because when he said these Spurs fans are getting too big for their shoes,
Here
and
he
we need
is.
to put them back where they belong.
Here he
I
is.
defended you
I thought
guys.
everything didn't
But you know
revolve around
what?
Hussam,
But
but
you
here
know
you are
what? Hussam
revolving it
was
around
right. I
Hussam.
apologize,
Fraud.
Hussam.
Absolute
I
fraud.
apologize, Hussam, for not recognizing that these guys are absolute frauds. This guy is sitting in 4th place, and he's acting all fucking happy, calling his players the best in the world in all position because he hasn't seen his team in that position in years. Whereas if I'm sitting in, I was sitting
2 minutes
in
ago, it didn't
3rd
revolve
last
around
season,
Hussam, but now
and
it's,
I was like,
Hussam said this. Since Hussam said it, it's okay, y'all. Hussam said that I could feel this way. Chill.
yeah, and I sided with the wrong team. I should have been on that football terrorist stream pissing you all off when you guys were sitting there arguing within each other. Some of you guys showing up drunk and shit and crying about
There
you
you
guys
go. Talk about
losing
other
the
Spurs
league
fans because
title,
you can't cook
saying
me.
we're out
Go
of the
ahead.
league title in fucking
Keep
October,
moving. Keep
talking about
moving.
losing a league
You're
title
talking
in
about
fucking
other fans when
October.
you're talking to me. I appreciate that. That's real respect right there. Just tell me other people's opinions. You
Did
looking
you
like
not
Saad
fight
right
within
now.
your
You
fan
actually
base?
moving like Saad right now.
Did you not fight
I
within your
was
fan
there,
base?
bro. I
Did
loved
you
it.
not fight within your fan base? Did you not fight within your fan base?
No, I don't fight with anybody. I'm just
All right.
always
You
right.
guys should
All right, bro.
should save some of this for American waffle.
Nah, you know what, bro? I'm done with this guy. But you know what it is, Jacob? The tone is gonna change from now on because I talk to you differently, okay? But you know what? I'm gonna put you back in your spot, bro. I'm not gonna let someone
Oh shit, those are
who
fighting.
spent
Back in
who
my
cheated.
spot. Does that
Listen,
mean you're gonna
I'm
leave
not
me
gonna
voice
let
notes to wake
someone.
up to again?
Hold on. I'm not gonna let someone who cheated his way to. Apparently, you had to overpay for Jermaine Defoe in 2008 to pick up a curling cup, and that's the only thing you won in the past fucking 15 years. Talk to me like that. I used to win league cups in my fucking sleep, and now I have some fraud from the cornfields in Texas telling me about winning and not. Sit down, bro. Sit the fuck down, bro. Don't
There
ever.
you go. Recycling material. Thank you for taking my joke. At least give me credit. You absolute fraud.
Well, I heard them
What are
say
you
that
doing?
to
Why do you
TJ a
keep
couple of
turning your
times.
camera?
Yeah, I have said it to TJ. You know he's recycling my material because he's running out of things to say.
Bro, he lives in the
One
cornfield
thing,
as much as TJ does. How can he make fun of TJ if he lives by the cornfields? Bro, I wake up, bro. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to the city tonight. Boom, I'm at the Empire State. This guy wants to go out. He's going to the fucking cornfields. That's what he's doing.
Big up the cornfields. Hey, you know I love
So
this
this guy's crying about geographical location whenever anytime someone talks to him, he's like, don't call me American.
I'm American. I can use that.
Lawrence says, well, I guess I'm not buying a Tesla from Chaik Auto LLC. Oh, you definitely not. After that comment right there, big up Lauren, man. Lauren,
Yeah, you can tell that Chaik Auto is a dealer, bro. He tried to sell us Ramsdale as the best goalkeeper in the league.
He tried to sell us Ramsdale, and then Saad called it passion. He called it passion. I don't know.
You can tell he's an auto dealer, bro.
Passion, I don't know what the drug dealer Saad speaks to. Salah's elite try come on next time, Felipe. Big up to you, Felipe. Felipe is a Newcastle fan and he's speaking the truth. Big up to Lawrence says Vel exploding mid poop on the toilet to wave and fist bump while making his next meal. Oh my god. I saw Vel start waving at it, but I just didn't know what he's doing.
Bro,
Yo, Saad, you have to address this side now. This doing
Johnny, no. Okay, that's doing too much. That's doing too much. Johnny Evans, please.
But why didn't you call that?
He's passionate. He's got good passing range.
Staffy, did you clock that? It's only passion when it's Ramsdale. Do you see?
What did I say?
Yeah, because
bro?
Johnny.
When I said Onana is better than Pope, all of a sudden that was crazy. But this guy can say, "Oh, it's passion," to say Ramsdale, who's not even better than Raya, is better than Allison and what's his name? It's mental.
Thank
By
you,
the way,
Jacob. Thanks, Jacob. You put freaking Staffy in one of these moods, bro, where he just keeps on going on monologues.
Bro, he's been in a mood. Sad. Listen to this. No. Listen to this. So he's texting about the show tonight, which we had already talked about last week and said, yeah, we'll do it on Wednesday at this set time. Okay. So he texts me, you never confirmed. it's been 90 minutes and you haven't confirmed your availability. I'm like, bro, are you okay? And
No,
he's
he didn't
just,
even
I start
respond
sending
at all.
memes. He starts getting upset. He starts saying, this actually pisses me off, Jacob.
No, I
have a
didn't.
thing
Well,
against.
why this guy is such a liar, bro. This guy is such a liar.
memes. Oh
Bro,
my
I wake up, bro, and TJ's confirming what time is the show. Only me and TJ confirm, and this guy's not talking. And I'm like, bro, it's been 90 minutes. And this
Where's
guy hasn't said a
Jacob? I
fucking
need to
word,
hear
bro.
from Jacob.
And then he just sends me a picture of a fucking dog. I just stay quiet, bro. This guy thinks I have that amount of time on my hand like he wants me to. I don't, bro. Unfortunately, I have a
But Staffy, let me explain the reason why it's different from what he's saying about Johnny Evans to what he said about Ramsdale. The reason why I said it was passion and motivation.
What was
for
the
his own
Evans thing?
players.
Oh,
No, because it was passion and motivation for his own player, yeah. But when he's talking about somebody like this, then that's a bad take. He's not talking about his own player. Like for me,
listen, Johnny Evans has 3 Premier Leagues, so
there we go.
You
There
make
we
whatever
go.
you want of
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, Phil. How many Premier Leagues does Phil Jones have? There
One.
we are. There we are.
I just said one.
Anyway.
Wait, how do you think that's a response? I'm so confused.
Anyway,
how do you think that's a response?
I don't know, bro.
Listen.
It's another instance of me listing facts that Sad doesn't like.
It's late. It's late here. Yeah.
Yeah, you
and
should
it's
go to
time
bed.
It's time for my bedtime. I've got warm milk on my desk. And I want to go to sleep, you know. I'm tired, very tired.
Time to have 9
Warm
minutes
milk.
about Brentford.
Bro, moving like Arteta. He needs that titty milk
You
to
know
go to
how I know
sleep.
he's lying. You wanna know how I know he's
Wallahi.
lying before he goes? Let me tell you how I know he's lying.
His PS5.
Before, half an hour ago, he said he wanted to go cook dinner. Now he wants to sleep. So you're gonna sleep on an empty
Sad.
stomach?
There it is. The PS5 is on.
There you are.
Apex Legends. Here we go.
I told you, bro.
Apex Legends.
You know, Sad.
Yeah,
You know,
look at
Sad.
him.
I got to know something. You know, next time if you're too quiet on a stream, I know exactly what you're doing. And if I catch you playing PS5 on my stream, you're gonna get banned. Don't disrespect Allahwa like that. Allahwa is the
Bro,
people.
bro. Hosam, when he looks to the side, when he looks to the
I
side,
never-
you
no,
know
no,
he's
Staffy.
PS5.
Staffy, no. My laptop is right here. My laptop is right here.
Sad say, Wallah,
then-
you didn't play last time on Al Ahwa because I heard the beat.
Wallahi,
Oh my God, you're gonna lie.
Bro,
Last hour, the one on court with Hamza.
Yes, I don't play PlayStation when I may have.
So
turned
what
it
was
on.
the beep when I heard it, Sad? What was
So what
it?
was the
Because
beep then?
Because I look, my charger connects because I don't have no ports on my laptop. So I have
I'll
to connect
fully
my
zoom
charger
into
to my
your face.
PlayStation.
I'll fully zoom into your face right now. You're gonna lie
Okay.
publicly?
Khalas.
I will go back to the last hour right now in front of the people. And
So
zoom
look,
into your-
look, this charger right here connects to my PlayStation right here at the back of my setup, yeah? And then my laptop here does not have any. This guy is a fraud. My laptop here doesn't have any other slots to go in. Do you know what I mean? So listen, that's the I don't play, bro. That's disrespectful, bro, to come on someone's platform and sit there playing
Yeah,
games.
which is why we're calling you out. Can you not disrespect?
No, wallah, I never do that. Wallah, I never do that.
What?
Look at
Talking
this,
about Sam, Jacob, Mike.
Look at this
me,
right
Villa
here.
is not
One
good
second. I'm
enough?
gonna disprove him right now. I'm so glad Staffy reminded me of this as well. Big up. 1 second. Let me go back. 10 seconds.
Little
Clear up
PS5,
now.
Little PS5 return.
Clear up. HD. Yes. Look. This is Staffy. This is sorry, Saad. I'm gonna put myself full screen because you think he can mess with us. This is Saad for like 80% of that stream right here. Look at Saad. What are you doing looking to the right for so long? You want me to play it? Here, I will play it. No problem.
Okay.
Here, it's playing. Look, it's playing. Look at him. Look. What are you doing? And then he looks on the right again. Yes?
Okay.
Yes, what are you doing, Saad?
So there you are. You're a fraud. You're a fraud.
Look at the handsome man.
Look what's there. Look what's there, you
handsome
fraud.
man in
Put
the
the
middle.
One
camera.
second,
Put the
one
camera.
second.
Look what's
Get to the
there.
bottom.
Look what's there, you fraud. Look what's there. Is there any TV
Yeah,
there,
YouTube.
or is that a laptop? That's a laptop.
So why did
That's
we
a
hear
laptop.
the PS5 beep, Sad?
This is the TV. This is the TV that I stream off of and I do everything off of. I have to connect this TV. If I connect it to my laptop and I stream off of it, I cannot play PlayStation on it. I'm not like you super freaking streamers that have 15 TVs and you're watching 50
La
games
ilaha illallah,
and then playing PlayStation on one game and then you're fucking calculating the risks of this and that on another game.
Mashallah,
Okay?
mashallah, mashallah.
What's going on here, man?
Okay. We
طب anyway,
believe you.
listen, I think this stream has been one of the most fun streams. Let me just read the 3 super chats and end it. خلاص, we're approaching 3 hours anyway. Big up to Lawrence, says Chike Auto LLC probably got 30% interest rate. No, he has 93% interest rate. The reason why I chose that number is down for interpretation. Big up to Chike Auto, says Debaba has won more than Salah and Steven Gerrard put together. No problem. Also, Jordan Henderson has more Champions Leagues than Arsenal Football Club. Thank you, Chike Auto, for the super chat. I appreciate you. Big up to Omar, says we need to adapt card system on This Is Football. Card system? What do you mean, card system?
In Zor, I think, like red card, yellow card.
Oh, yeah, we do.
Bad takes and stuff.
You think
Big
Sad
up
will
what-
get sent off by the end of the stream?
Staffy will get sent off already.
I think
15
Sad will get
minutes
sent
in. 15 minutes in. He mentions Onana, that's it, he's off. Red card straight. You know
I'll get sent off for getting angry.
No, you get sent off for your Onana takes.
Like
You asked me about Onana. Stop mentioning him if you don't want me to talk about him. The guy asked me about Onana. I answer. He's like, why is he talking about Onana? Well, he's a ridiculous guy.
Big up, Hassan. What's
Always
your 11
bringing him
prediction for City? I already said 3-2, and then he says just the 11. I'll wait for Ahwa. Alisson, Trent, Van Dijk, Konate, Tsimikas, McAllister, Soboslai, Gravenberg, Salah, Nunez, and Diaz. That's it. So yeah. Big up to Suraida, who says Arteta never wanted Ramsdale, always wanted Raya. Why are you
Big up
doing this?
Suraida.
He's on loan.
No, I said big up Suraida as a fellow Guna, man. Relax.
Can you tell her
Calm
thank
down,
you in
man.
Malay before we wrap up?
Thank you very much for your donation.
I said thank you in
For your
Malay.
super chat. In Malay?
Terima
Yeah,
kasih.
yeah, terima kasih.
Yes, big up.
There we go. But on just replying to that super chat, yes, he didn't want Ramsdale, and I think I can speak for every Arsenal fan when we saw Arteta gift the shirt and say "Hola, cómo estás" to Raya's granddad, I knew it was a wrap. I said, bro, Ramsdale better pack his bags now. He's not touching this pitch again. He's not.
To be
There was
fair,
the
Sad,
connection,
is going to be
the connection
rotational,
between.
but now you take
No.
Attention. Game,
Bro,
so
it's done now,
good.
man. It's done now. It's done.
You told me, by the way, let me just.
He's the one who always need. He was
Sad
the
100% told me. Sad told me.
إذا من الساعة
he's
3 يا
rotational.
ستافي خلاص خلينا ننهي بالله عليك.
والله
Anyway,
he
guys,
told
Bro,
me Ramsdale would be
Staffy is
rotational,
just,
but
bro. Staffy's just trying to start arguments for no reason. Like
Ihlif,
sometimes
say
turn off the
wallahi
content,
you didn't
bro.
say that.
Turn off the content, brother. Sometimes, man.
You know why,
Let's have
Sad? You
normal
know why, Sad? Because
conversation,
you're
man.
an absolute waffler. And when I sat there and I
There
asked
we
you,
go.
is he going to take over? You said no, he's going to rotate between them because there's League and Champions League. But now you're saying, oh, when he said, hola, ¿cómo estás? I said, oh, pack your bags. Absolute waffler. You know who should pack his bags? You, because I don't want to see you on the stream again. You absolute
you are.
liar.
And Onana's better than both of them.
Of course.
Now you're gonna.
Oh, he comes in for one word. He comes in for one word. He speaks one word.
Don't show Robertson the goal. Don't
Anyway,
don't
guys,
show Hassan
we're gonna
that,
leave
bro.
you on this note. Yalla. By the way, Staffy, which time is American Waffle?
We're going in an hour. Me, Jacob, and Das.
I
will be there.
We're gonna. That's 1 a.m. UK. I don't know why Jacob just left us.
I'm gonna be there live, guys, as well in American Waffle.
I thought
I'm
you
gonna
said you're
speak
gonna go
like this.
sleep. See another live with
I'm
But listen.
gonna speak like this with my American accent. You feel me?
it's gonna be smashing Apex Legends all night, baby.
Can I give my show
That's
a shout out?
literally worse than my American accent.
Yeah,
That's
wallah.
fully worse than
Listen,
my.
man. Listen,
Yeah.
listen.
Hussam has a
Sometimes
isn't
you
even
win some,
bad.
you lose some. You win some, you lose some.
Listen, at least Hussam has a Californian accent. It might be a white girl from California, but it's definitely better than yours. But
My God,
listen,
thanks.
an hour from now, American Waffle, me, TJ, Jacob, and Das will be making his debut. Also, we have a City fan making his debut. You guys all know who he is, but I'm not gonna say who it is. I'm gonna leave the
Oh,
suspense
Hamza?
for you guys. No. Hamza already made his debut. For people who are wondering, what does Hamza do on American Waffle? Hamza is Brazilian.
Oh,
That's not
is
the-
he from across the border?
Might be, yeah. So
Yeah,
listen,
I
tune
know.
in so you guys can find out. We're gonna
Oh,
be
Canada.
previewing the
Oh,
Liverpool
let's
and
go.
City game. I gotta build up the suspense,
right.
bro. I can't give them everything for free. Just tune in an
Fairs.
hour.
Fairs. Make sure you guys tune in for more opinions, guys.
And remember to.
Say it. I think this guy's.
Remember, Martinelli
يا
is
أخي, I
shit.
hate this video بقى.
I'll
خلاص
say
بقى.
this, I'll say
خلاص بقى.
You're a man. I stick to my man.
This is the problem with this fan base.
ونا- نا-
2 p.m.
نا-
tomorrow, inshallah, on 11.
This is the
See
problem
you.
with this fucking fan base.
It's not a problem.